gentlemen, hello, and good morning. Woo, daylight savings time, huh?
Mm-mm,
It's not our fault.
mm-mm.
Okay, you move us forward an hour. It's like, bro, come on, get your shit together. You know, the world. I
Yeah,
don't.
I
I
agree
mean,
with
who do we
that.
blame? Who do we blame for that?
Who
Like
can we blame
spring,
for that?
like springtime. Like, damn you, springtime, for making us lose an hour today.
Listen, I blame the chapters. You know what I'm
The
saying?
chap. How can you blame the blaming the chapters is blaming yourself.
Damn.
Yeah, you see, you gotta get your shit together. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to our very latest episode of The Morning Quest
Morning
with
Quest, baby.
Doodle and CMoney.
What's
I
up, you
am
guys?
CMoney, and I am joined by the always lovely Doodle.
Good morning, beautiful people. Happy Sunday. Thank you for rocking with us. I'm
Happy
happy. I'm
Sunday
excited.
indeed.
And I'm ready. Check this out. Mm,
The pen.
the pen of truth.
Did you write a chapter for our daylight savings time discussion that we just had?
Holy crap. It's that deep. I don't think anybody
I'm
needs to hear about
go
this.
ask Special Nick if he would have made a chapter about fucking
I
daylight
have
savings time.
0, 0. That's when the countdown begins.
Okay, so that's what the
Yes.
oh my god.
And then 20 seconds,
Mm,
the intro.
mhm,
Mm,
mhm. That sounds suspect to me. That sounds suspect to me.
there we go. Holy crap. I got 3 chapters already.
And those are the last 3 chapters you had.
Exactly. Well, at least you know. But it is indeed an
Oh my god.
improvement from my last ones. I
Mm.
feel like this is the way to get somewhere.
Well,
You know what I'm saying?
I get it. I get
Yes.
it. I get
It
it.
looks like a magic wand. Are you talking about my pen?
Magic
Thank you.
wand. No, it's not a magic
No.
wand, Def Leppard.
Oh.
Okay. It's
I
not
remember
a magic wand.
BG3.
E-Rex says timestamp 00001 playing daylight savings for delay. Yo, it's the literal reason. I mean, it literally puts if you think about it,
Baby's
what
the
time is it right
pen.
now? It's literally
Maybe
would
I
be
need
9:54. We wouldn't even be going live yet.
That's true. So
So
technically we're early.
we are early. You're
Damn.
welcome, everybody,
All right.
for
Well,
starting
let's kick back
earlier
for a good
than
6
normal.
minutes.
Yo, thank you guys for being
Thank you,
here.
guys.
Appreciate each and every single one of you, man. And obviously, shout out to the people who support us on Patreon
Thank
and
you,
such.
guys.
You know how we do on this show. We gotta shout out our homies. We appreciate each and every one of you. So on Patreons, we got the
Let's
homie
go,
Zach
baby.
McCoy, Sith Lord, Smitty Smith, Adidas 20, and Red Sun, and our YouTube squad members. You got Smitty Smith, Cypher Type 1, the Robot Twin, Power Boss, Avenge Ninja, Gamer
Woo.
by Choice, Zach McCoy, Silent Cypher, Six Slayer, Why So Serious, Raiden Blade, Lord Star Killer
Let's
XS,
go.
80s cartoon villain, Adidas 20, Micah
Woo.
Ford, Gerald Mack, Forza Legend, Suicide Kings, Crimson X25, Bounty, spread those cheeks.
Spread them, baby.
Maurice,
Nice and early. You already know.
Maurice
You notice?
Branch,
Spread those cheeks.
Cell 101,
Hello,
Ryu
hello.
Gaming, OG Newbie, Highlander 001, Raheem Lincoln, 5.0 Trade Gaming, Larice Severino,
Maurice.
Dusty, Kenneth Williams, Rainbow, Dan Lazaro, Big Migs Gaming, Emmanuel A1, Talus Ray, Boss Red 77, Twank 89, Lad, Hargeet Shani,
Let's
Smoke
go.
the Ism, Kingsman 2K, T. Andre Willis Sr., Dollar Knight, Sunrash, Raging Cajun, Sea Mustard on point for foodies, not gamers. See, I got you
Listen,
tricked me,
I feel
Mustard.
like sea mustard is our wear now.
For sure. E ranks, Pomoro, No Sir,
No,
Mash,
sir.
G Myers, El Monte. And of course, we have to shout out our elite members, the homie Chris Lee, TMHW Gaming, Big Boy Mike, Dark Angelic, and Spoon Man. Yeah,
Woo!
thank you so much. If I didn't say your name and you're on there, we haven't updated it 100% yet, so we do have to do that. But thank you guys. And of
Thank you guys
course,
so
you
much.
know that rocking out with us live right now is a awesome way to support us, and we thank each and every
Absolutely,
one
you
of you.
guys. Thank you so much.
Shout out to the homie Smitty Smith, first homie
Woo!
in the building.
Let's go.
Got our homie E Ranks. What's good, fams? He almost time for Mustard Quiz. Who's on timestamps today? Listen, that's always gonna be Doodle. We'll see what comes for that.
Listen, these are looking good, guys.
They're looking great. The homie Eric here, man, what's good, fam?
Woo!
Says, while Sea of Thieves being number one amuses me, I didn't want this test to produce enticing results. As long as PlayStation keeps games away from Xbox, Xbox must do the same. This is the thing, Eric. Um, see, I understand where you're coming from. That being said, these are the live service games we want to do well, right? Because again, we at this point, you look at a Sea of Thieves, you look at a Grounded. I've already removed the idea of them needing to be attached to the box because you got Minecraft, you got Call of Duty, you got these big live service games that already exist elsewhere. And with the brands that they have, Sea of Thieves and Grounded, I'll die on this hill. Those brands are amazing. Like the IP,
They're
Sea
so
of
unique,
Thieves
dude, to
is
go
so
ahead
dope.
and
Grounded, such a
yeah.
dope concept that they actually have a shot at becoming a huge deal all around, right? Especially when you consider, Switch getting grounded. Like this is going to be a these are gonna be huge for these live services, and again, I don't care about any of these, insiders, especially the new ones that are cropping up, right?
Mm.
The new insiders who have sources now for, but their sources are just the other, quote, unquote, "insiders" who are telling them the same thing, claiming that now, yeah, more sources, Hellblade 2 is going, everywhere. Sorry, there's only one source that we need, okay, and that source is Phil Spencer and the
Absolutely.
gang, and they already made it clear. So stop the bullshit, stop the baby crap. None of that shit's happening. Back to you, Eric. When it
Stop
comes
the
to these
bitch
games,
assness is what you're saying.
for sure. When
For
it
sure
comes
so.
to these particular games, Sea of Thieves Grounded, success is nothing but a way for them to continue to invest in those IP, keeping them going for the long term. Now, we already seen one game come out, Pentiment, that's not a live service game. And that obviously we can tell was a straight nothing burger, right? So that came out and
Absolutely. We'll see how
basically
Hi-Fi
didn't.
Rush does. I do
So High
feel
Five Rush is the next test.
yes, I was, when Pentiment didn't pick up, I'm like, "All right, well, good. See, this is why they're trying these things." But, yeah, I would love to see because any like Minecraft was obviously purchased, Call of Duty's coming in purchase. So I want something like Sea of Thieves to like pick up and become one of these huge freaking
It's
games.
something that they
Something,
actually made
yes,
themselves.
that would be pretty amazing. So I'm number 1, baby. Number 1.
Oh, I mean, yeah, I mean, that's we're definitely gonna get into it, but that's wild. Um, so yeah, and then again, just like Doodle said, Hi-Fi Rush is coming. So we'll see. But again, it's going to show a very clear line here, right? Live service, things that people already are pumped about, right? You got what 35, how many? 35 mil, something like that. Shit ton of people, right, who are already into it. So it's easy to take that excitement. And obviously it seems like we could transfer that excitement over, which is great. But also it looks like something that doesn't have that much excitement, like a Pentiment and possibly Hi-Fi Rush. We'll see how that goes, but doesn't necessarily just transfer over as a oh look, now we're gonna be successful, right?
Over
So
35,000,000
over 35 million. Yeah, that's what I
with Sea
figured.
of Thieves.
But for sure, we're gonna dive more into it, man, for sure. The homie Dark and Jelly, man,
What's
thank you
up,
for being
baby?
here, brother. The homie Dave Reezy, what's good,
Yes.
fam? Canuck, the hooded Canucks in the
Coffee
building.
time.
What's up, fam? Why the why? Good morning. Rolls up to see Money's window, asks to roll his window down. Wait, see Money opens it and says, "Pardon me, do you have any gray poupon?" Master C Money. Why? Why the coupon?
You gotta say a great poupon.
Oh
You know
my
what I
god. The
mean?
homie
Say it
General
with your
Spartan,
chest.
man. It's good fan. Says Grey Poupon. Grey Poupon
Great
in
poupon.
stores now. No, never. It's
See?
horrible. No
See?
bueno. No bueno. Def Leopard was good fan. Thanks for
What's
being
up,
here, man.
baby?
The homie Twitter Snake
Let's go.
was good
Good
fam.
morning.
Def Leopard says C Money must have had some refudge roast this morning. Oh my god, never that. That's a that's a horrible situation.
Mm,
Nico's Chief was good,
that comes
fam.
loaded with, pony powder. Side effects
Oh, that is the
are
side effect for sure.
crucial.
The homie Dark Angela says, "My first act as supreme dictator will be to abolish daylight savings time." Yeah,
Ooh,
that's it's
let's
not cute.
go.
It's not cute, guys.
Mm-mm.
It's not cute
Take an hour away.
indeed. Yeah, for sure. Zena was good,
Zena, let's
homie. Good
go.
morning. Thank you for being here. Jago6 was good, fam. Thank you for being here. Fark you in the building
Yes.
says,
What's
"Good
up,
morning
baby?
to my
Good
favorite
morning,
couple
baby.
on YouTube, and
Aw.
hello to the amazing chat."
Thank you, love. Good morning to you.
Good morning, man. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you. Oh shit. Farq says, "Remember, see money. I don't think you heard what I said. Okay, you what you just wrote right now is not a direct relation to what I said. Remember, see money. Real men
Technically.
spread those cheeks.
Oh, I see
No,
how you're hearing it.
I think a
Yes,
different type of
yes.
man would spread those cheeks.
Listen, listen, real men go around spreading cheeks.
Spreading. All right, let's not go down this road. All right, but let's just say that's not exactly what I said. So let's just be real
Real
here. All
men
right.
spread their ladies' cheeks.
There you go. There you go. Okay. Toby Def Leopard says refudge mustard roast. You know, adding mustard to his shit will probably actually make it better. So, and that's a damn shame. The homie Jacob Nova,
What's up,
man, thank you
baby?
for being here. And thank you
Welcome.
for this. I think that's a new one. I know it's Swedish. I
Yes. Oh my gosh. There you go.
Swedish,
You figured it
yes, but
out.
I don't know what the SEK is. So, Jacob, let me know so I can learn how to say that one. But thank you for that $5 super chat, man. It says Sony and PlayStation don't realize it yet, but Xbox
Swedish.
putting
Yes.
first party on PlayStation will kill them. Because when that happens, people pre-order them the most. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I was a little taken back. I was a little shocked to see the response. Um, but just because they hated on all these games so much. So look at them being little bitches.
We've already known. We've
For
already
sure, for
known.
sure.
We know what it be.
The homie Chrisia Jabot, welcome, homie. Thank you for being
Welcome,
here.
love.
Says double A for life, no more triple A. Definitely few and far between, I would say, outside of the Xbox ecosystem for sure. The homie, why so serious?
Why?
What's good, man?
Why, baby? What's
Stanley
up?
Francois.
Francois.
Welcome, homie.
Let's go.
Twitter Snake says, I always thought CFDs would be the game to do well if any of the four were to. I mean, it's definitely, I mean, I'm telling you, like the IP is huge, right? Like the brand is huge. Like this is not it's not a small brand. I think they did such a great job on the name and the way the game is. It's just they killed it with that game. And obviously the PlayStation dude's been waiting for it. So
Absolutely. And listen, it just every age, essentially. Like,
yeah, it
you
hits
know what I
everybody.
mean?
Every
Like, you think
demographic
about
can get
it and
into
it's
it,
like,
unless for some reason you hate pirates, but they're friendly pirates. You know what I'm saying? Now I wonder if all those people who buy are gonna keep playing after they get their ass handed to them. No, but they got the friendly mode now, right? Like they could switch over to the safe side. The homie I'm breezy was good,
what's
fam.
up, baby?
Xbox for life community,
Yes.
absolutely, man.
Woo.
Garcia
Oh my
says Sony
goodness.
sucks these nuts.
Good morning. Yes,
That's the way.
exactly.
That's the way.
I'm breezy. Did you hear about the movie that is going to be put together about Jujutsu Kaisen? Let
Oh,
me know.
because of his picture of Gojo.
Mhm.
Maybe he hates Gojo, and
He
he's
does
just
not.
letting
How
everybody
could you?
know
How
that he
could
hates
you
Gojo
say
because
those
he
words?
doesn't even
See?
exist anymore,
Oh my
right?
gosh, I can't imagine for
It's
them to
such a
go ahead and deliver
dumbass
that
move.
fight scene well
It's so
and
stupid.
like to together.
Whack.
Let's
The
go.
homie Twittery Snake says, anyone with a mic now is an insider.
Or a freaking phone, typewriter, anybody is just
Yeah.
able to put out
Yeah.
there.
I mean, you know what it is? It's crazy thirst. You know what I'm saying? Like, hmm, we're not as popular. What do all the popular people do? Oh, they do inside stuff, right? They're insiders, right? So I'm gonna force myself into the idea of being an insider.
I think, when you have a title that you can just give yourself,
Yeah, 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 yeah,
you
yeah.
know, without any type of qualifications required, maybe
Yeah.
not the way to go,
For sure, for sure.
you
It's
know?
a bit much, I would say. The homie Smitty Smith says, "Don't forget, Xbox gets that 70% cut of those sales on PlayStation, which keeps costs low on Xbox and Game Pass.
The
The
Book
Book
of
of
X,
X."
baby!
Absolutely, bro. You were right, man. You were right. Erica, man, says that line of thinking leads to Elder Scrolls 6 on PlayStation Day and Date. Starfield gets ported after a few years. Keep the book on the neck till they tap. I mean, I don't think so. Again, you listen to Phil, this was very clear. So I'm operating in the boundaries that Phil has laid out, right? So I'm not suggesting anything more than what he said. And what he said was simple. These four games were about live service games, which Elder Scrolls 6, not live service, Starfield, not live service games that are new IP that have been out for more than a year and have already reached the end of life cycle on PlayStation and PC. I'm sorry, on Xbox and PC. Um, and obviously, keeping in mind there's still growth, but it's just not the amount that they would want. So that's why those went over. And I think them doing well with live service games again are just going to keep more value for us on the Xbox side of things. And
Or
again, when
creative games, passion
and that's the
projects,
other side of
that's
it.
another thing,
Yeah, it's
right?
the small
Mhm.
games, right?
I
Like,
don't think,
the
Starfield falls into that,
no, no, no.
you know?
Starfield does fall into that.
Or
Elder Scrolls 6 for
Hellblade.
damn sure is not gonna fall into that. Hellblade is not gonna fall into that. So that's a very, very, very different, scenario. But, I mean, that being said, you know, I feel you, but I'm not worried about that stuff. Again, I'm not a, listen to the fake insider type of dude. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just not there, right? Phil Spencer, he said what he said. That's what I believe. That's what we all should believe because that's what he said. And again, you people want to go into it and say that, well, he lied. Well, if you're basing you turning into a pony now on the fact that you think he lied, um, I would like to know where he lied because what he said was that when he had Bethesda, that those games are gonna live on Game Pass. They're exclusive to Game Pass, but still on a case by case basis.
I think if you turn into a pony, you were already a pony.
Yeah,
You know what I
facts.
mean? That's
So
just the
Hi-Fi Rush was
excuse
obviously the
of the
case.
jump, or maybe the dramatic call for attention.
Yeah,
You know what I
for
mean?
sure, for sure. I feel that.
It's been said. Things have kind of died out, but,
Yep,
some
absolutely,
people just wanna keep at it. Just let
absolutely.
it die. Adidas 20, welcome, baby. Thank you for rocking with us,
Thank you, brother.
and good
Appreciate you,
morning.
man. Thank you for that $5 super chat. It says, "I'm here."
Let's
You
go.
are here, and thanks to Demo Flow for the kind words. Yo,
Aw,
well, thank you
we had
for
so
bringing
much
Demo Flow on,
fun.
right? For hooking us
Yes,
up, and we had a great time with him. He's awesome. Can't wait to have him back on the show for sure.
absolutely.
Belzaire was good, homie. Thank you for being here. Says, don't you need to create a Microsoft account to play Sea of Thieves on PlayStation 5? Oh, there's going to be a lot more Microsoft accounts being made. Seems like it's going to be really easy to transition to like, I have a Microsoft account. I like this. Maybe I just add Game Pass. Maybe I just go buy an Xbox. I mean, I see the bridge. The bridge is there. You know what I'm saying?
It is, and this is exactly what they were trying to get to.
Absolutely. Absolutely. You got the homie Day Reezy Ponies don't like good quality games. They only buy pickle writing, copy and paste, hold your hand games. Well, I mean, that's literally what their entire first party slate was. Who knows what they're gonna have going forward? Are they gonna have first party games?
That's a great question.
I mean, we have
Are they gonna
nothing telling us that they will.
listen, will PlayStation be like, "You know what? This 30% is more than what we've been making?"
Maybe.
It's possible.
Why waste money on first party
Why
for them,
spend
right?
money on games that they're not going to buy?
Yep, they're literally gonna be bringing what, like, 4 games out in the next, like, 6 years or some shit like that, like, it
If that.
barely any first party studios,
They're
barely
not afraid to cancel,
the only
baby.
games they had working on, they cancel them. It's a shit show.
It
Come on.
is.
Eastside Vandal, what's
What's
good,
up,
fam?
baby?
Thank you
Good
for being here,
morning.
homie. Twink, top of the
Twang.
morning to you, man. Thank
Let's
you,
go.
fam. Appreciate you for being
How are
here,
you,
man.
love?
Jacob says, if you somehow missed it, wait, was that a while ago? We definitely read your super chat. So
Yes.
I don't know if you missed the super chat reading. Oh, no, he did. It's right after. Or Swedish Krona.
Let's
Krona
go.
or Krona? Krones? Krons. Swedish Krona. All right, I'm
A
ready
lot
for
of
it.
versions, see, that you've given us.
Well, one of them is bound to be right. So that's what I'm believing. Okay.
Maybe you
Eastside
just
Band.
pick one and say it really fast. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah, Swedish Krona. Krona.
See? That you
I
second
just
guessing.
every time I second guess it, god damn it. Eastside Vandal says, we start in the Xbox Armada to sync all the PlayStation ships. Yo, I think people are already doing that. I think there's so many people right now who are getting together like, yo, we're gonna run these motherfuckers. I wonder if they're gonna have a label on. You know what I'm saying? Like, just not the PlayStation symbol, they're just gonna have, like, a picture of a pony. Like, if you have it, every single one of your sales is a pony on the
Mm.
sale. Like, "Oh, get the ponies," and then you make them go night night, and then they say, "Why did I buy this game?" And we laugh at them. Smoke the Ism was good, fam. He saw well, says, "Good morning, Doodle and
Oh, good
CMoney.
morning,
Daylight
love.
savings rock. Summer is approaching."
Oh
I
my
mean, what
gosh,
is
I can't
signals
not
is
wait.
awesome.
I
The
am
beef is
normally
losing
not
that
just
day.
done with winter. I'm done.
Yeah, I'm
I'm
so done.
done. Like,
So done, bro.
bring
So
out the
done.
grill. Let's go, baby. Bring me
Facts.
the meats. You know what I mean?
Oh, for sure. You know what I'm saying? I
Juicy
definitely
meats.
bring you the meats. For sure. Absolutely. Fark you, the homie,
What's up, baby?
says, "See money.
Mm.
Please explain what exactly what you said word for word. Let's
Oh,
break it down.
oh,
Being able to spread anything is a gift."
what a setup.
I'm not gonna say it
What
again.
a
I'm not
setup.
gonna say it again, Fark you, alright? You can
Listen,
go
if you missed
watch
it,
the
go
episode,
watch.
alright? You
Let's
gotta
just
start from the beginning,
say
you don't know where I say it, just
off
watch
the
it,
rails
okay?
too. That's
The
how it
homie
happened.
Other Zinc
What's up,
was
baby?
good, fam. How you doing,
Thank
brother?
you for being here.
Thank you for being here, fam. Uh, yeah, it's really a fun fun time right now with, the way things are going. We're in good shape. We're in good shape. I'm feeling it. I'm
I would
feeling it
say
indeed.
so.
I'm feeling it indeed. Dr. Vodka.
Let's go,
What's good,
doctor.
fam?
Let's
Dr.
go. See, that's the
Vodka.
kind of doctor that they
Dr.
should
Vodka.
have around a little more often.
I
Like,
mean,
yo, did you go to the doctors?
I
I
feel
went
like
to
I feel like that's what
Doctor
all these
Vodka.
ponies and pony bots, I think that's their doctor of choice.
Doctor Powder.
They
You know what
visit
I'm
their doctor
saying?
every time they open up Twitter. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Listen, that's what we've gotten to.
Facts. The that pony pot is real. The Holy Gun Griffin, thank you, brother, for being
What's
here,
up,
man.
baby?
Appreciate you.
Welcome.
Says, remember these guys never were pro Xbox. They were only in it for the money. These influencers have been exposed as not fans, but jerks pushing for traffic. You ain't wrong, and they still going. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel that. Sour Blow, what's good, fam? Thank you for
Some,
being here.
some, some.
Gun Griffin says, talk that shit.
Let's
Xbox be
go,
killing it.
baby.
Yo, they be killing them for sure. Wade Johnson was good, fam. Thank you for being here, homie. And Target John says pickle writing games equal Pornhub. Facts. Jago6 says Microsoft doing 4D chess moves.
Listen.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Twittery Snake says Hellblade 2 isn't even out yet. Engagement baiters already making it out that they've somehow started a port. Glad people are finally shutting these fake insiders out. Yeah,
Yes.
it's a disease at this point. I think you can call it a disease. Like
Yeah,
the people
it's
who
it's it's definitely a
feel like they
problem.
need to be
I
an
mean,
insider.
listen, after everything that happened, I think it's very clear. Like after everything that happened, the way things were burning down, Phil comes out here, shuts it down, kind of says what's what, and still going with it or people grabbing onto it. I know somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody and continuing with the narrative even when like a lot of it just has died out um even from, anyone that's kind of been out there saying what they said. And it's like, just you could see the thirst. The
Yeah.
thirst. Like go play Sea of Thieves,
Or get a
drown your
water bottle.
character in the sea.
You know what I'm saying? Get a water bottle, go sit
Drink
somewhere.
up. But damn. Damn.
Yeah, it's a problem.
I
It's a
mean,
problem.
yeah. The thirst is wild.
It really is. Maniac Phantom was good, fam. Says
What's up,
Sony
baby?
pulled the Stellar Blade demo. You saw that, baby? They came out with the demo for like a split second and then they pulled it, but people were still able to download it.
Ooh.
And then now Twitter is just full of them taking screenshots of the chick and talking about how the butt physics are. And
Mm,
like I
mm.
could definitely see these
You can see
PlayStation
the
gamers
connection
being
to
hardcore.
Pornhub, right?
Yeah,
Through
yeah,
this situation.
for
It's
sure.
wild
For
because
sure.
people out there, like, they put something up and it gets snatched real quick. But why put the demo up and then take it down? Like, what went down? What happened?
I don't know.
Like, was it the wrong date? Like, they went ahead, did it by mistake? Like, is this just to try to get everybody talking about the game somehow? Like, what's up? What went wrong over there? Like, how do you make that decision? How do you put upload? Yes, confirm, do it now. Click here again. Do it again. You sure? Pinky swear. You're gonna do it, and then you know what? Oh shoot, that was a mistake.
Yeah.
Like, how did that happen?
Yeah, that's I don't know. It seems like they either there was something wrong with it, maybe there's a bug in there and they don't want people to
Oh,
see it, or maybe they just went early and shot their load early, just like all of the ponies do on a normal basis. Something like that is what I'm imagining.
something.
Something like that. The homie Gunnar Griffith says, look, bottom line, Xbox is in a great position and Sony is falling off a cliff.
Yo,
Bro,
you
I
you're
mean,
not lying, bro. Like this
you
is
are
the
killing it
the
for sure.
shit that's happening over at like that's the situation. I'm excited to see tomorrow what what will they talk about? What's going to be out there? What's going to be highlighted, right? I mean, articles left and right we should be getting on Monday. You would think.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Mm.
I don't think so. No, I think that ship has sailed. Haha, Sea of Thieves, you know what I'm saying? Ship has sailed.
Ah, get it.
Yeah, for sure. I'm all for it right now. The Royals Den was good, fam.
Good morning,
That's
baby.
Royal Boyle, isn't it? What, changing your
Oh,
name on me?
what's up,
Messing
baby? It's been a
messing with
minute.
me?
How are you, love?
You know I have problems with names and such. Chrisia says Stellar demo was leaked and yeeted. So listen, I mean, I don't know. It's not like this is the thing. This is what's sad, right? As a PlayStation owner, I know that these motherfuckers are capping hard for these games because I own it. Doodle has one there. We have these PlayStations and we have zero desire to play any of these so-called exclusives that they have. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, God, I see I see Xbox fans on there, and I get it. There's some Final Fantasy fans out there, right? That's cool. But let's stop fucking acting like this game is somehow some amazing shit, bro. It's really not. It's disappointing actually that this is what a first party game and not first party, I'm sorry, PlayStation exclusive game uh looks like after years of development,
Yeah.
right? Like it playing the game, just watching live gameplay of it is like you're watching the PlayStation 4 version of this shit. Like, what are we doing here? What
It's
are we doing
painful,
here?
dude. It's painful,
A
and
redesign doesn't count either.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
Like, it's like, what are we doing here? And we're pumped for this shit? Come on, man. It's just ridiculous.
Listen,
And
I feel like it's a and I'm the type of person, go ahead and exclude me, and I'm not gonna give it any attention. Like, for me, like, that's just bad enough. But, like, I think it's the excitement for some people of kind of like, "Look, we got this now, we get to play it, we're a part of it." I don't know. And maybe it has that allure for some people.
yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
Some people are just into that type of game. Just feel like
Maybe,
there's better out there.
maybe. I'm just saying, like, there's plenty of Xbox games out there that are phenomenal that, people could be hyping up. The homie Big Boy Bike was good,
Good
fam.
morning.
Thank you for being
Let's
here, homie.
go. Thank you for rocking
Appreciate you,
out.
man. Um, Listen, this is a crazy situation because I feel like when you think about what's taking place here,
Yes.
Dog 50 was good, fam. I
What's
see
up,
you in there,
baby?
homie. Um, when you see what just happened, right? So, if you guys don't know, it broke during our show
Friday.
this past Friday.
Yes.
Um,
Shout out to J Rock, by
Shout
the
out to J
way.
Rock for coming in, yeah,
Yes.
for sure. So, as we've been sitting on it, right? You look, and a lot has come out since then, but Deviation Games is shut down. And if you don't know who Deviation Games is, they are a studio that had a partnership with PlayStation um, to go ahead and make a game. And it was an exclusive partnership, meaning they were only making that PlayStation game. And they were very pumped for it. We have a few things we can show you.
Absolutely.
All
Some
right.
reference. Let's go.
Yeah, just to
Bring it in, baby. Shout out to Duke. I see you. I see you in the chat. I don't know if you
Toga,
saw
I think
Duke.
I thought I
Yes.
said it. Thought I said it.
I see
Um,
you, baby.
so I'm just gonna put this over here. So just to see what this relationship is and what is supposed to be happening and how they are let's say the studio was a little let down. Okay. But let's see how excited they were. PK Thunder was good, fam. I see you, homie.
Hey, what's up, baby?
All right. So let's go here and let's just see.
So you're partnering with PlayStation. What can you tell us about that partnership?
That's right, Jeff. The partnership with PlayStation, it's all about quality. From soup to nuts, this project is all about quality. And
All
our
about
team of
quality.
deviators that we have back in the studio, we're doing this for you. We are so proud of you. And the partnership with Sony, it's very, very simple. I mean, God, just look at the track record of consistency, of high quality games that they do.
Track
It's
record
hit after
of
hit.
PlayStation.
It's award after award. And now we've been part of this process and we see how they do things. Yeah. It's really clear how they're managing to accomplish that. So we couldn't be more
So clear.
proud to expand PlayStation's portfolio, which we're going to do in a very, very...
So you're partnering with...
Okay. So let's just for a second. What he didn't know is that he was absolutely correct. He thought he was correct, but for a different reason, right? Because what their track records show is that they're gonna close your shit down or cancel your game
That's the thing
after
that
you
they fail,
invest in it.
and this is the thing, I feel really bad because, like, he's almost in tears. That's what I'm getting. Like, they were so excited, so proud. You can hear and you can see how much this meant to them. I can't imagine what they're feeling right now. I can't imagine how, like, the news, how they're taking the news, and then to not even be acknowledged out there, essentially, like, to not make it a big deal as if they also, like, they just didn't matter. It wasn't me, or like that thing that you try to brush off like it didn't happen or it didn't mean anything. It's really sad. Again, I feel like they felt like they've hit a new level, a new status level to be a part of this whole PlayStation ecosystem, to be a part of, what they consider um being looked at as a game that that they can make a game that can potentially be these one of these award-winning games that are looked up to, right? And I mean, that's just it's just sad, honestly.
Yeah, you're 100% right.
And do we have any info like when did this happen? When did they start working on the game? Like
It's been years. It's
it's
been
been
years now.
few
Yeah, it's been
years,
years.
and I mean, I think
Well, I
maybe
mean,
they overlooked a couple of things. Maybe they felt it's
I don't
like
I don't think so. I don't think
it's
Sony does not telegraph this shit to them. They woke up that morning thinking they were in the best position ever. They
but
probably
that's
had
the
a game
thing,
they were
like,
proud of, and then boom, gone. Just because Sony lives on Brokeback Mountain and they can't afford to keep this shit going. Like what like why do they have these studios making games that they're not confident in? Who is managing over there at PlayStation?
I don't
We know they
understand,
lost their management
let's cut when you spend okay, so you're saying years, right? So
years.
this game has been in development, right? When you look at this and you say it's better to cut our losses, like, w I
Only
mean,
PlayStation is saying that, right?
exactly,
Not Deviation.
exactly.
Deviation
No,
is
no,
like,
in
"We're
this
making this great game. Then look, we're doing this for our deviators back there. We're so proud of you." What he didn't know was that he was telling his deviators back at the studio that what we're doing right now is going to eventually lead you to no longer have a job because they got in bed with PlayStation, and that's a goddamn shame.
I think listen, I'm not sure how many contracts will be signed moving forward with PlayStation, and I just think that the small print needs to be really, like, read, looked over. Everybody needs to cover I think people need to stop the excitement of the idea of what PlayStation used to be and getting in bed with them, and I think we need to start keeping things real and move past that and try to cover your own ass. The fact that they can drop the game and kind of back out of things that easily when, contracts were signed, legal documents were signed, it's like, come on, man. This is starting to get ridiculous. Unless Sony, like, I mean, there has to be something written in there that just allows them to kind of take stance on what they want and walk off from what they want.
Well,
I wonder
that's always gonna be in there. There's not a contract in the world that guarantees any of these studios that whatever they're working on is gonna get made.
it's wild, dude.
And
I
that's the
again,
shit.
you hear the pain, like, you hear the pain that they could potentially be going through right now because of the excitement that they freaking felt, almost like in the pride as he's speaking. It's like, "Ooh, look at us. We are one of them." I mean, when you look at PlayStation shutting down Naughty Dog, who made this decision, by the way? Was it Bungie? Like, who shut down this
Oh,
Deviation
I mean,
game?
at this point, I think Bungie's only real victim was the Last of Us factions. I think Bungie immediately after that had their own shit fall through. Like, we don't even know if what they're doing over there. And I think that's the shit, right? When you hear this guy, right, he's talking about like their track record, oh, being in the inside, we see how they're so successful now. And it's like that shit is dead and
It
gone.
is
That
absolutely
PlayStation
dead
does
and
not
gone.
exist
It does
anymore.
not, and it hasn't for a really long time.
Well, specifically since Jim Ryan took over, and then he left, right? Like that's gone. That's gone. And all these people out here who want to treat it as if there's still this quality associated with the PlayStation brand. I'm sorry, but that shit is fucking gone. If you go back to every game they have released this generation, right? You get past the remake of Blue Point, you get uh Ratchet and Clank, dead, gone. They killed that studio. Insomniac had to destroy that team. They're gone. Ratchet and Clank doesn't exist anymore to them because the game didn't do shit, because ponies don't care. They destroyed that team. What else did they release this year? This generation of Consequence? God of War Ragnarok, again, they showed you that with that game, they showed you that the PlayStation that you thought you knew, that you thought you loved, was dead and gone. It was just more of the same. There was no more pushing the envelope. There was no more making a big stance with a game. Look at this game that we've made it. No, no, it was rehashed. It was the old God of War, just with some new moves. Okay, same bullshit. Spider-Man 2, same shit. Yes, they get you on the, oh, you're a Spider-Man fan, so I love the, oh, it's a new story. Sure, they made a new story. Great. The writers were doing something. But I want you or anyone out there to fucking prove to me, show me the 300 plus million dollars that was used to make fucking Spider-Man 2 over Spider-Man Miles Morales or Spider-Man 2018. Fucking show me. You can't. You will be here for years for you to try to figure this shit out. There's nothing fucking done that shows you a PlayStation that is here to fucking compete or here to actually put out something of meaning or consequence for any real fucking gamer out here. I'm sorry, but the shit is over. It's over. All they've done is release rehash bullshit and shut shit down and take the partners that they have and run them into the motherfucking ground. That's all they've done. Square Enix has given these fucking people so many years of their business, so many of their titles exclusive. And PlayStation fans or PlayStation ponies and PlayStation, the company, have done shit. I was going to say done dick to help this studio
You were
succeed.
going to
I
say.
was gonna, and
Still
then I
said it.
stopped, and then I
You
fucking
said
said it.
both now. All right.
Now I said both because it's fucking ridiculous that all they're doing is going ahead and putting these games out there and watching them fucking die. And you even think, what does this mean for these other titles? They've created a bunch of studios that were not proven, okay? Either created them or partnered with them. And what happened every time so far? They're all either gone or their games were canceled or they were hit with massive layoffs. These studios that they sat there and said, "Okay, we're gonna buy you. You're brand new. Let's bring you on. You're making something great. Yes, we'll own you. Don't worry, you're safe here." Shutting them down, canceling their games. This is crazy when you think about how many more games are still in that limbo phase.
That's
What's
the
this
thing, dude.
Concord game?
Nothing's guaranteed.
Dude, they showed us Concord once, and it was the hamburger jiggle simulator, right? Then they had another opportunity to show us in the trailer that they released at the beginning of the year, and they just re-showed us the same fucking thing. And that game's supposed to release this year? Come on, man. That game has a better chance of getting canceled than it does getting released. And that's crazy. And I saw somebody in the chat say it, and I'm gonna get to those super chats. I didn't forget you guys. My mind's just fucking going with this shit. But um, what about Jade Raymond's game, right? Fairgrounds or whatever the fuck that stupid ass game. That game is so stupid. It doesn't it the purpose of its existence is ridiculous. Jade Raymond, what fucking live service game has she fucking made? She made Assassin's Creed like part 2, like fucking
Like
10,
it's
15
been.
years ago and shit.
It's
Like
been.
she hasn't made a game in God knows how long. And the first game she's making is a live service shooter? A live service shooter to compete with Fortnite? To compete with Call of Duty? Fuck, to compete with the finals? Bro, I don't even understand. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised. Dead ass. I wouldn't be surprised if Sony right now has 0 games that are fully in production. I wouldn't be surprised if all the games that they do have are still in pre-production where they're still trying to sort out what the fuck they have. And if there were games that were in full production, they're getting reset and back into pre-production because they need to fucking pivot and change
Listen,
their
they're
shit.
taking that year break.
It's clear that this is not just because they have no games, but it's because they're having to figure out what they're doing. And that's the scariest fucking part
It
for
is
being part of the
scary.
PlayStation, man.
Yes, and I think it's also scary the idea of like this is just what we know, right? This is just what's come out that kind of has to be out there. What is being kept under wraps, right? What's happening behind closed doors? You said it. Who knows how many games are just stopped right now? How many are in pre-production? Like we have no idea what's going on in there. We don't know if they're in the process of just shutting shit down because they can't figure it out. We have no clue. What we do know is that Jim Ryan is out. He took out the stocks. Their stock market is freaking down. Like, what's happening with PlayStation? Where are the questions?
Yeah.
Dude, they're not out there asking this shit.
They want to play stupid,
They
right?
wanna
They want
play
to play
stupid.
blind.
There's so much to this.
Yeah, dude.
This is just what we've been able to see, what we know that has, like, overfloated, right?
Yep.
Come on, man, let's not play stupid. This is the media wants to do right. Right? They wanna call out Xbox so that they can be just, their best. Do right by fucking PlayStation and do right by their consumers. Call them the fuck out. Try to get those fucking answers out there.
Dude,
Everybody's getting played. That's what I feel.
I get it. Let's get the homie PK Thunder in here, man. Thank you, brother,
PK,
for
what's
being
up,
here. Thank
baby?
you so much for that $2 super chat. Says PlayStation exclusives are bad luck for business. Bro, fucking make it make sense to me, dude. They have 50 fucking 6 million consoles out there. And these motherfuckers can't sell games, dude. What is the point? How dare these motherfuckers hype up sales, bro? How dare they?
How dare they?
After
The fact
seeing this
but
shit.
see, the moment that they came out here and said our handhelds count as console sales, the moment I knew, like we've known PlayStation gets away with a lot. To try to get away with that bullshit, that was just like ridiculous. That was some ridiculous ass shit to say. And for everybody to not make a big deal about it, like, what the fuck are you talking about? It's
Right.
not a fucking console. This is an extent. This should have came with the fucking console. You should have bundled that bitch up. You can't walk away from your fucking console and play this shit.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Fucking idiotic.
Let's stop playing stupid when it comes to PlayStation.
It's
This is
idiotic.
you hear him, you hear this guy. Understand what the hell is going on in there. Everybody wants to make a big deal and fucking feel sorry. Oh my gosh, Xbox let go of 8%, right? 8% after a huge fucking merger. You motherfuckers want to make a big deal about that? Make a big deal about this. Replay this fucking video. Understand these people thought they were good. We're working with PlayStation. They got us. Look at where we've made it to. Rug pulled right from under. Come on, man. Stop allowing, and they want to come out here and say, oh, well, Microsoft is such a big corporation. Look at what they're doing to people. Look at what PlayStation is doing. Come on, stop covering this shit up.
You know what's crazy? I think if we're not mistaken, or if I'm not mistaken, if you look at what's going on, actually, I think I think we already see the fact that no one wants to partner with them outside of these small little shit companies. They know what big outside of Square, who literally is just tied up in contracts because they are moved on from PlayStation. They're done with those motherfuckers as being an exclusive. They're just finishing up their contracts. We already saw what the Square Enix dude did to Phil live in front of everybody on stage, right? You know, that was very, very sensual. But we already saw his relationship there. He's done. This new CEO, he's done with the old shit. Obviously, they got to write out their contracts, but they're done. What other big company has come out here and said, "Yeah, let's go put fucking exclusive games on PlayStation"? What big company, right?
Who could possibly feel safe? Who could possibly want to do that? Again, I said it before. They have this, we have these many boxes out there, and that is done. That doesn't work anymore. You motherfuckers don't have enough boxes out there to sell your own games.
Yes, let
Let's
alone a
keep
third
it
party
real.
game.
It's just a
Facts.
motherfucking number. It's done. It's over.
Agreed.
And listen, Sea of Thieves is just a proof of how the lack of creativity that PlayStation has.
Yeah, and foresight. The homie Dog 50, man. Thank you,
What's
brother,
up,
for
baby?
being here.
Thank you so
Appreciate you, my
much.
man. Says this, and thank you for the $5 super chat. Says, this is what happens when you are a dev and a fanboy at the same time. Corpse don't care. You know what's funny? Corpse is what they become. A corpse. Get it? A dead body. I had to make it clear.
Listen, Sea of
I-
Thieves is very fitting, bro. This is the situation, and listen, they don't care. They don't. And that's the problem. I mean, we know they've been about that bag. It's just really obvious now that they're just trying to
and
snatch it
it's
and
also
go.
it's also really obvious that there's no bag to snatch from PlayStation.
Not from them.
Not at all. The homie Smithy Smith, man. Thank you, brother,
Smith,
for being here. Thank you for that $5 super chat. Says, moral of the story: don't partner with Sony. It could be your last. The
Book
Book
of
of
X,
X.
baby.
Facts.
Yo, tell it. Tell it. It's
Facts.
the truth.
Dead ass. Dead ass. The homie PK Thunderman. Thank you, brother, for being here.
Thank you,
Thank you for
babe.
that $5 super chat. Says PlayStation underhanded business practices are catching up to PlayStation.
Dude, it shouldn't be
100%.
catching up. These things have been going on for quite a while. And had they been, if people put light to the crap that takes place over there, that will be a whole different situation. But it's just, again, it's kind of like clowning people. Again, these ponies, they live far, far, far away from reality. Yes, that pony powder has to do with it. The media is to blame. Start putting it's too late. I can't even say start putting shit out there because shit is out there, period. Not everything, not as much as we should fucking know. The questions aren't being asked and it's still overfloating. That's how much bad is happening over there. At this point, you're late to the fucking party. It's too
Absolutely.
late.
And back the
Smith, thank
homie
you so
Smithy
much,
Smith,
baby.
man. Thank you, brother, for being here. Thank you for the $5 super chat. Says Spider-Man 2 was one hell of an expensive sugar cube. The Book of X.
The Book of X, baby.
The Book
That was
of
a
X.
costly one for sure.
Indeed. Indeed.
It's absolutely wild when a game like Spider-Man, which again, millions, over $300 million were supposedly spent, right? For a game like that to be a freaking letdown. It's wild. And you're right, C. It doesn't matter if there was some freaking type of good in the story deep in there. The game was a fucking disappointment. It should have been everywhere that the game was full of bugs. These bugs were not caused by any players that magically found a way to trigger these things. Come on. Stop capping for Sony.
It's true, man. It's true. It's wild. Um, but it is what it is, dude. Like it's just crazy. What's up, big boy Mike? Big boy Mike got the public service announcement for everyone. Says hit that like and subscribe
Yo, thank
button.
you, love.
Thank you, my brother. And
Yes.
remember, right? Like Big Boy Mike once told us, if you're sitting here watching the stream and you're staring at that like button and you haven't clicked it, or if you're not subscribed but you're staring at the subscribe button and you haven't clicked it, you probably got pony tendencies. Probably a pony. So
Mm,
do you really want to be classified as
mm-mm.
a pony? No, I would say
Listen, the only way to shake that
fine.
is to go ahead and
Yeah,
and do the right
you
thing.
gotta click the button. You
Yeah,
gotta click the
for
button,
sure.
hit the like button,
Listen,
subscribe.
those pony tendencies can only grow. It ain't cool to be a pony.
Facts, facts. Um, Duke Togo says, well, first of all, Web Dave, what's up, fam? How you doing, brother?
What's
I see you
going
in here.
on? Let's
What's up,
go.
homie? Says Duke Toggle says there's a twisted sense of irony in PlayStation fanboys claiming that February was going to be Xbox's funeral, only for London studio and Deviation Games to shut down not long after that. I mean, shit, you ain't fucking wrong. Jacob says, I'm gonna quote Arrow from the CW show. You have failed this city. Facts, absolutely. Dr. Vaca says that was a second party, though. Well, I mean, you got to use what they say, Doctor. And if you remember,
Tell
word
him,
on the
baby.
street is when it's second party, they treat it 100% as if it's first party with all the access to all the things that they have and all that bullshit, right? And that was second party, so was Helldivers, right? But they're capping for that, right? That's a first party game as far as these people are concerned. They don't own Arrowhead. Arrowhead is a studio that they partnered with. Same way they partnered with Deviation. Just kind of is what it is. PlayStation was owning whatever Deviation was making, to be clear, right? Like that's what the partnership was.
I
So
also think that, Helldivers, we've heard about the numbers, right? I do think that's a spooky situation, right? I feel like, I mean, they're seeing the numbers. It has to be difficult to move forward knowing that, again, they're not selling the games that they're investing in when it comes to their brand, like PlayStation. The games are not being sold. I
yeah,
mean,
PlayStation
I
players
don't know
aren't buying
what in
shit.
the hell is going on over there.
Facts. The homie KT the Go, man. Thank you, brother, for being
Katie the
here.
Go, what's up,
Appreciate
baby?
you, man. Remake Station 5 was good, fam. Says PlayStation fanboys thought there was going to be a funeral for Xbox this month. Wow, the delusions.
Listen, they've got the outfit ready for that funeral. Just keep on rocking it. There's
Yo,
gonna be a
fact.
funeral for sure.
100%. I mean, we've had funerals already for sure. This sad thing, man. E-Rank says PlayStation has
E-Rex, what's
more
up, baby?
first party studios closures than first party games this year.
Woo!
Dude,
Holy crap!
you ain't fucking wrong, bro. Big boy Mike says the era for PlayStation dominance is over. Just deal with it. Facts. Facts. FarQ says for this many studios to close down and cancel games left and right, PlayStation business is not as solid as many make it out to be. PlayStation is not flawless, and the media still chose to be quiet. Facts.
That's the big problem, right? And we know that they're not out there. I listen, honestly, I don't think they're out there trying to figure out what to do for their consumers, right? Let's make sure that we're giving them the games that they want. This is not a regrouping as to what are we going to do to make our consumer happy. This has nothing to do with that shit. They're trying to figure out how are we going to make that money and how can we get out of
Good.
this
How
mess?
are they going to survive?
How are they going to
That's
survive?
what their meetings are. Every day they probably have an emergency meeting in the morning. How do we get through today?
Yep.
How do we not shut down today? Because that's literally all you can see from the outside looking in. They have zero first party output coming in. They're literally surviving off the backs of their third party games releasing. Without them, they would be gone. There would be no PlayStation.
And listen, see, money, when you're in that situation, right? I mean, becoming a third party box, I mean, that becomes an option, right?
Well,
That becomes a very clear option.
so
Putting
if
your
you
games everywhere becomes a really clear option. When you see Helldivers selling on PC like it's freaking hotcakes and you can't fucking push the shit on your box, come on, man. It's clear the path and
yeah, it
direction
becomes a
that they
necessity
need.
at that
Exactly,
point.
exactly. And
So
again, I don't know how we're the only ones being so frank about this shit, but
so
and taking this type of take on it. Like, come on,
so
man.
so this is the thing, right? When you think about outlook, when you think about future, when you think about what's coming for everyone here and what we have, if you see PlayStation is not built to survive as a service. Meaning we talk about the future and talk about how at some point consoles are going to stop being the primary way and people are going to move on, and not even that it won't be primary, but it won't be the focus for the companies, right? They're going to focus on services. Um, but if we fast forward time and it was right now, right? Like if it just we just fast forward time, why would you subscribe to PlayStation service?
Is that a joke?
Like why would you subscribe? You wouldn't. You
Mhm.
wouldn't, right? So we already know if I mean, and tell me I'm wrong in the chat or give me some ways that if right now, if we fast forward time right now and consoles were no longer the big thing and it was just a service that you subscribe to, how would PlayStation survive? They cannot. They have 0 games coming. If you ask Disney about Disney Plus and they said, yeah, we have no new shows or movies coming to our service that you can't get everywhere else, you would not subscribe. Same thing for
For
PlayStation.
what?
You
What's
would
the
not
point?
subscribe. But Xbox, on the other hand, has positioned themselves, again, the forward-thinking company that they are, to become the Netflix of video
Gaming.
games.
Yes. Yes,
They
baby.
are they have enough studios to be self-sustaining. They have enough studios that if they decided to shut out third party completely,
They can do that.
you would
They can do
still
that.
subscribe to Xbox's service because of the amount of content that first party will be delivering. That is power. And that is why Xbox don't give a shit about the 4 little games that they put out elsewhere because they're building their army internally. And again, Satya said they're doubling down. Wait till you see what else they buy. If you want to believe insiders, believe in what Phil said, believe in what Satya said. They're the ones who actually know what the fuck is going on and stop this fucking doom and gloom bullshit that's out there. When you see somebody coming out saying some stupid shit that you know is factually going against everything that's said, fucking call them out on it. Don't let it just fucking sit there. Let them know it's bullshit. But that being said, Mr. Kima
What's up, baby?
says, "Thank you, brother, for being here, man. Appreciate you." Says, "With all the studio closings at PlayStation, you have to worry about Jade Raymond's project. Will it get shut down?" Yes. So I did see you write that, and yeah, 100%. We talked about that, right? Like, what's gonna come from these other little no name fucking games that are supposed to be coming? Shit, at this point, with everything you heard at Bungie, I don't even know if Marathon's gonna fucking be seen the light of day or when that's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy. Uh Wade Johnson says Sony blocked Deviation games like the Kembe Mutombo. Holy shit, that's a throwback, man. Fucking Mutombo, he was a giant. Bam, blocked the shit out of them. Yo, you ain't wrong. You ain't wrong. Uh, we got the homie Smitty Smith
Smitty Smith.
in the building, man.
Let's
Thank you,
go.
brother. Again, appreciate you for being here. Thank you for the
Thank
$5
you
super
so
chat.
much, love.
Says layoffs, firings, hack security, game cancellations, and the games aren't selling. I guess this is a regular Tuesday for Sony. The Book of X.
X,
The Book
baby.
of fucking X, indeed.
Listen, you ain't wrong. This is just the routine
This is the
now.
new
This
new.
is just
This
the
is the
new
new
new.
normal. This is wild. The homie Big Boy Mike, man. Thank you, brother, for
Yo.
being here. Thank you so
Thank you
much
so
for that
much.
$5 super chat. Says pony tendency alert. Hit
Woo.
that like button. 165 watches and only 74 likes.
Oof.
Ooh, yes.
Damn.
Let's get it in there.
Yo, big boy
Let's
Mike
get
is
it
not
in
messing
there.
around. He's spotting these pony tendencies. Shake
Absolutely,
that
man.
off. Thank you so much, love.
Absolutely. But yes, okay. This is where it's at. Nico says Sony always does that, even with Bungie. It's a 10-year deal with Bungie. Bungie can walk out if they don't want, if they don't like want if they don't get what they want or see what they see from Sony, depending on what they see from Sony. Yes, facts. I mean, that's the reality, right? That's the reality. Um, and that's just what they do. 50th, what's good, fam?
What's
Power
up,
Boss
baby?
was good, homie. We see you in there. Abdel was good, fam.
Shout out to
Abdel,
everyone listening through Twitter.
yes, absolutely. Definitely growing our Twitter following
Join the
live.
conversation.
Yeah,
Come
come
on
on
by.
in. So put a comment in. Let us know you're here. Um, Abdel, man, thank you, bro, for being here. Says ponies were flaming Xbox for letting Toys for Bob go indie, but they damaged controlling Sony closing entire studios or being the reason that entire studios close. Because what they're gonna say is, well, Sony didn't close them. It's not their company. Yeah, but you took the only game they were making and you fucking
You
canceled it and you
shut
told
it
them you weren't going to give them
down.
any more money. It's the same shit. If you need to be explained that, then you're fucking stupid. And that's just the reality of what it is. Now, I do have a clip here that I do want to play from before times, right? From before times from this guy. You know who he is, right? Let's listen to what he has to say.
We can make our own, like I said, Metal Gears, our own Call. I mean, Deviation Games is a perfect example. Sony, we can make our own Call of Duty. We have to secure this talent. So what do? You make a partnership with Deviation Games. You fund them. You own the IP potentially. I'm assuming they own the IP.
Let me write these steps down.
Write this
So
down.
that way, if
Yeah,
this
yeah.
shit takes off, if Deviation Games basically makes the next Call of Duty, the next generation of Call of Duty, PlayStation was there from the ground floor. You know, they were there from the bottom, and they're like, you know what? What do you guys think about us acquiring you? You know, we were there from the start.
So
We believed in you. We
accurate
supported
from the
you. Come join
bottom,
PlayStation Studios. And before you
from
know
the
it, just like
ground.
that, Sony doesn't need to worry about Call of Duty anymore because Sony worried about the most important thing, the talent that they're securing. We
The
can make our
talent. The talent that
The
they
talent
are
that they're
securing.
securing. That sounds like props, but when, Phil was out there buying studios, I mean, they were just buying their way in. They were buying the industry, right? That was wrong to do. But when PlayStation goes ahead, they make games exclusive, they lock down studios. I mean, is that organic to go ahead and pay a studio to make a game for you? I mean, that doesn't seem natural to me, right? Consider the judgment, you know, that they in the stones that they throw in the other direction. But I mean, it seems like deviation was not the way to go, buddy. It seems like the plan didn't play out.
Seems like it's not so
It
easy to
seems
make a
like they
Call of
do
Duty
need Call
killer.
of Duty. I mean, it seems like they do need Sea of Thieves.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's what it would seem like. But he was right. He did say they got in on the ground floor, right at the bottom. And the only part he was wrong about is the possibility of going up from there. What it looks like is that
They
they
stayed
started
there.
at the bottom and they
Got it.
stayed. You know what I'm saying? Like that should be Drake's new song. Started at the bottom, but I stayed. You know what I'm saying? that
Started at the bottom, but I'm staying here.
yeah. That's
Oh my god.
that should play every time over the PlayStation Studio logo when you start a new game. Organic
Organic
death.
death. Yes. Yes. Organic
Oh my god,
flopping.
organic flopping indeed. Um
Snooky, good morning, baby. What's up?
Snooky was good. What'd you do, Doodle?
I did it all for the Snooky.
Oh, you did it all for the
You
Snooky.
know what I'm
That's what I'm
saying?
talking about. The homie, the elemental hero, the Shadow Link Dragon Wolf King. Jesus
Ooh.
Christ, that's quite the name. I don't think Ratchet and Clank is dead though, because if you looked at the Insomniac leaks, there was a new game script for a Ratchet and Clank game. Yes, but that happened. The leak happened before they just shut all that shit down. They literally laid off the Ratchet and Clank team. They're dead, gone with the
This
wind.
is
Obviously, the
wild.
IP still exists, But it's clear that what Sony told PlayStation fans was, "You motherfuckers didn't show up for Ratchet and Clank, so we're not gonna waste any more money on that game because y'all didn't buy it. So because you didn't buy it, it's dead and gone." And they like, I mean, deleting the team who makes the game pretty much
I
gives
mean,
you a
that's what shuts it down.
clear
Yeah, for
understanding of
sure,
it.
of the direction that they're taking.
Facts. The homie Smitty Smith, man,
What's up,
thank you,
baby?
brother,
Thank
again,
you
man.
so
Appreciate you. Thank you for
much.
that $5 super chat. Says Sony is organically shutting studios down. The Book of
The
X.
baby is
The
getting
Book
shut
of
the
X.
fuck down,
Indeed.
organically shutting doors. Yo, this is wild. And the thing is that we've seen nothing yet. There is so much more to come.
Facts. The homie Big Boy Mike, man.
Big
Thank
boy
you, brother.
Mike.
Appreciate you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for that $2 super chat.
Thank you
Says,
so much.
whose money are they going to purchase them with? Listen, we know the banks. We know the banks don't want to give
Woo.
these people any more loans. They're still paying off Bungie, bro. They're still paying off Bungie. And the thing, it says that the debt is easing and they're getting towards the end of it. But it's like, dude, this is
The debt
crazy.
is easing. Yo,
Absolutely, yo.
I don't
Big Boy
understand.
Mike says Kong will die. Facts. Facts. Yeah, it's
Oh, Kong is dead.
dude, this is no joke here, right? Like this is real shit. Like we're kind of making fun of the bullshit that comes, when you see what's going on around it, but it's like, dude, this is crazy that this is what PlayStation has become. You cannot point to a singular game and say, at least we have this coming. Fucking tell me what game that is. What we do know, factually speaking, is that every game that they have released has financially not done well. Spider-Man costs way too much money for them to take 4 months to do 10 million sales. For Spider-Man, the biggest IP they have, that's crazy.
And listen, that's
And they're supposed
just
to
to
do the same
show
budget
you
again.
that there more,
Yeah.
more.
Well,
That's to show you that they have been taking the wrong direction. They've sucked the life out of PlayStation, dude. They have. They've
facts.
drained it.
Facts.
They took the freaking joy out of it. Their games are not freaking fun, exciting. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. We're talking baby steps.
The homie 50th. Thank you for being here, homie.
What's
Appreciate
up,
you.
baby? Baby Steps
Baby
gonna be
Steps gonna be
PlayStation
PlayStation
Game
Year.
of the Year, baby. I don't even know if Baby Steps is gonna release.
I mean, we don't
Baby
know.
Steps is in danger.
We don't know anything. I mean, this is it's just so crazy. Yeah, it's a problem. Abdel says PlayStation has no games, but that's
It's
genius.
genius, baby.
Yo, the
Listen, to
spin is
go ahead and take a
crazy.
year break, genius. To go ahead and not deliver. I mean, they believe in generations, right? They believe in, the consumer giving us what we want. Give me what I want.
Facts.
Listen, I'm not being like tough on freaking PlayStation for the sake of it. Do better. Everybody, instead of capping for your clown ass, should have been calling you out on your bullshit long ago.
Meaning, this is what they try to say about fucking Xbox, dude.
Exactly.
Oh, we have to give them all the Xbox fans or the half breeds, right? Oh, we got to give Xbox smoke. We got to do it.
We gotta
do
give
it.
them the smoke.
No, bro. What you need to do is go give PlayStation the smoke. That's where the attention was supposed to be this whole time. Because maybe
This
if y'all gave them
entire
motherfuckers the
fucking
smoke,
time. We're
something
out
might have
here.
changed.
Look, motherfucker, out here questioning, wondering, oh, is Xbox gonna get it? I can't believe that this is still out there. Like, are they gonna do right by us? Are they gonna get it together? Where's their fucking advertisement? It's coming. It's all being delivered. Have you seen what they've done? How dare you question what they're capable of? That's bullshit.
Right.
You want to question somebody? Go ask them questions over on the other side. There's plenty to fucking ask. There's plenty to do.
I would love for them to go sit down in front of Satya, like meet him and be like, "Hey, all right, question, Satya. How come Xbox is going out of business? Or why are they closing soon? Or how come you guys don't have any money?" Like I want to know when the people say that the
When they
rent was
think of
due
all this
for
bullshit,
Xbox,
go
that
ahead.
there's
How
no
are you going
money.
to ask these
L-
motherfucking
Like, let's
questions?
see what he says. You know what I'm saying? Like, what is he gonna say? How badly would you get laughed out of the room and escorted out of the
Some dumb
premises
shit.
when you hear these Twitter fucking stupid people who sit here saying the stupidest fucking shit? The Xbox needs PlayStation. It's clear. It's as day, clear as day that PlayStation is the one who, in fact, needs Xbox.
Dude, that shouldn't even need to be brought up. It shouldn't need to be said. It's just wild that they go ahead and they put out this fucking narrative. Again, as if we don't get enough from the motherfucking ponies who want to twist everything. Like we don't get enough from the fucking media. They go out there, they put this narrative out as if nothing is enough coming from our team. How
Facts.
dare you throw fuel to that freaking fire? How dare you not sit over there and call out the burning freaking building and everything else that's going on the other side?
Facts.
You want to put light and attention. You want to put the fucking boot on someone's. Go over there on the other side. Join that freaking shit.
Well, that's what
the-
Xbox did.
Yes, at the end of the day, C-Money, I can't understand how, the position, right? The lack of excitement, by the way, the skepticism, the judgment going forward when you're looking at a company that have bought the amount of studios, that have invested in the way that they have. The rumors were insane to think that they went from buying ABK to trying to figure out how they're going to pay the fucking rent.
Yeah.
I mean, it's ridiculous and
asinine.
it's
It's asinine.
wild to give into that narrative. That's what was insane to me. Looking like sitting back and just watching it all play out and saying like, are you guys really running with this crap? Like, how can this have any type of attention? It's
Yeah.
just insane to have people who are transparent, who are doing right by their community, who are buying what they need to buy and do what they need to do, right? Giving us freaking Game Pass, like you said, C-Money. They've Netflix this bitch. Are you kidding me? I remember Netflix having to send out the disc. I remember when Netflix had their freaking streaming services and they were paying for licenses and going ahead and trying to lock things down. I remember when they will lose the license to something and things will be taken out. Yo, Netflix has been able to make their own freaking reality show, their own movies, their own, like, that's how they've invested. That's how they've bet. They've bet on themselves. And literally, it's what Phil has done.
And they literally changed the game for
They have.
movies and TV. Just like Xbox is literally
For the
changing the game.
gaming industry.
This is the
dude.
thing. I love the confidence that Xbox now has.
Yes.
They don't give a fuck.
They don't
give a
care,
fuck.
bro.
This would have been one of those things, the 4-game situation, that they would have walked back with hearing the bullshit that was going on. But they don't give a fuck because they see what the future holds. And they saw that if they would have stayed on the path they were for the first go around on 2013, they would have eventually gotten
Where they
here,
needed
but
to
they
be,
would have been on top
exactly.
because they already had everything in motion. So they
Absolutely.
let that go. They learned from that. And now they're not fucking pulling back this shit. They're doing
They're
what
not
they have to
messing
do.
around, dude.
They're
I
investing,
love
they're doing what they
that
gotta do and taking
podcast.
care of shit.
We decided. Like it was a different situation. And this is what's annoying because I feel like he has been put in a situation where he has to like feel this way. We saw him coming out for Redfall. We saw the stress. We saw how the behavior, right? And this was a different feel, right? When all these rumors were out there and fucking Twitter was burning down. Like I said it before, it's a situation where he has to keep on babysitting. He has to keep on reassuring. You guys don't want to believe what he says. So then what's the point of saying anything at all? What is the point to come out here to your community and ask the questions and you know, treat them like they matter, right? When you guys don't give a flying shit and turn the minute you can.
So
Listen, he came out here and he said, "We decided." I love that swag.
yeah. So the beauty is that they're not changing how they handle it, and that's the difference between everybody else. They're staying vocal with the consumers on Xbox side, where they're being transparent. The thing that's changing is that they're having confidence in what they're doing. So it's not that they don't necessarily care about what we have to say, but they understand that they know better for certain things because they have information we don't have. They see the entire landscape where we see through a little peephole of what we think is going on.
Listen, you wanted
So
them to
that's what is
manage, they're
supposed to
managing. They're
happen.
done listening to your bullshit.
Absolutely.
You don't run the fucking company. It's not your place. I saw it's funny because I was on scrolling through Twitter and I saw Xbox needs to like answer to some I didn't even fucking read it. I just kept on going. Like,
There's no
get the
point.
fuck out of
There's no
here.
point.
Mm-mm.
They're trash. We got the homie Big Boy Mike in the building. Thank you, my
Let's
brother,
go,
for being
baby.
here.
Thank you so
Thank you
much.
so much for that $2 super chat. Says the media suck harder than a $2 prostitute. God damn, that is facts.
Good morning.
That
Good
is facts.
morning.
That's the way you start. Well, he did it at 12 p.m.
Sharp.
12:06,
Sharp. Yeah,
right
he's like,
after
"Let me
the
give him a few more minutes,
yeah. He's like,
real
this is
quick."
definitely
You
an
know what I'm saying?
afternoon.
But it's about that time.
Yeah,
You
this
know
is
what
an
I'm saying? If you didn't have
afternoon
your
chat.
coffee, this is how to slap your ass out. You know what I
Facts.
mean? Wake the
Facts.
F up.
Facts. Um, Sir riffs a lot, man. Bars, bro. Says PlayStation should be getting the third party and PlayStation dying articles. It's just facts. I guess maybe they feel they don't have to write it because you can see it, right? So Xbox is the complete opposite. When what you see is success and growth and confidence. So they want to write things to try to knock that down. On PlayStation side, you just see them burning. Like it's just you
And
just see
you
the house on fire
dude,
and it doesn't stop no matter what. It's
we've had
crazy.
conversations where, you know, we're bringing up this situation that's taken place, right? With their games going everywhere. And people are still like skeptical to bring up the idea that PlayStation games will hit Nintendo or Xbox. Like that's wild to me. It's
Yeah.
wild.
Yeah, it's
Come
ridiculous.
on, man.
The homie KT the GOAT, man. I agree 100%. This is the only way I can see it. It says PlayStation getting sold to Amazon or Apple. That's what's happening. You can even see what they are doing. Went from single player only games to mass of online games is exactly what Bethesda did before selling. Listen, again, you're right. And I'm telling you, that is literally the only, only, only chance that they have to survive. Again, I'm sorry, but this is literally big bank take little bank. Okay. Microsoft and Xbox have too much. They can throw as much as they want at this industry and make it where they own everything that you care about. They can do it all. They already do. Let's just be clear. They own what the majority of the world of gaming cares about.
And that's why when we were having that conversation about Grand Theft Auto, I honestly like it's a choice to have. Like that's if they don't go ahead and throw money at the situation, I'm sorry. I'm not going to look at that as, you know, something stupid. Yes, in my opinion, should they do something like that? Probably. But if they don't, I don't think that it's the wrong move. I think it's the move that they feel necessary to make. And that's that.
100%.
Like, I believe everything they're doing. I see their vision. I'm with it. I have my opinions about things, but if they don't play out, I mean, I don't know what's going on in there. If they don't feel like going ahead and making and throwing money at freaking Grand Theft Auto, I mean, they have their reasons. That money is gonna go somewhere else, or they don't find it necessary. Shout out to Demo Flow Gaming. What is going
What's
on?
up, fam?
Welcome.
How you doing, homie? Thank you for being here,
Thank
brother.
you so
Shout out
much.
to the homie Devin Flow who was rocking with us on Friday night.
Yes, what a
Dope ass
show.
show. Definitely, if you missed it, go check it out. He was awesome on it. He's gonna be doing a lot with us this week. He's gonna
Yes,
be
we're so
our guest
excited.
for Her, Him, and a Guest on Tuesday.
Woo!
He'll be back on Friday on the night shift with Boom and Hargeet Shani.
Woo!
Demo Flow's gonna be rocking with
Yo,
us
ya
this
tú
week.
sabes.
You got
Let's
a
go.
week, a hardcore week of Demo Flow over here
We're so
on the
excited.
channel. So, and hopefully
Yes.
more after that. So, definitely excited. But he says Sea of Thieves outselling erotic incel game Stellar Blade. Facts, yo, facts. This is, I mean, I have it here for a reason, right? If you look up on the screen, okay, this is a big deal. All right, this is very important for the ponies to understand, for these fake PlayStation hardcore people who claim that PlayStation's all about the hardcore. Let's dissect this for a second.
Yes. Let's go ahead. Let's get
Sea of
into it.
Thieves, the deluxe edition,
Ooh, deluxe.
the deluxe edition
Mhm.
is number one best-selling pre-order on PlayStation Network in the United States. Number 1 pre-order game on PlayStation.
Number
That
1.
is fucking wild. Let's see what, is not number 1. MLB The Show
Mm.
Digital Deluxe Edition is number 2, okay? Now, isn't it funny how the first 2 games that are the highest pre-order games on PlayStation, we get for free in Game Pass? Mm, that's delicious. That's delicious indeed, for sure.
It really is,
But
guys.
it's
And how much
not
do the ponies have to pay?
$60 for Sea of Thieves and $100
60.
for this one.
Ooh, damn.
Now the next one is Star Wars Battlefront Classic Collection. Star Wars, big name, huge name, getting smoked by Sea of Thieves. This is the even crazier one. Dragon Dogma. Dragon Dogma 2 getting smoked by Sea of Thieves. Dragon's Dogma is one of the games that is most likely going to be in the game of the year conversation. And it's getting smoked by Sea of Thieves. Now, to round out the top 5, you have Sea of Thieves again, the
Ooh,
base model. So for the top
damn.
5, number 1 is Sea of Thieves, number 5 is the base model. Okay, so if you add them together, dude, it's crazy. But let's continue forward when you see this, right? The show again is number 6. So 1 and 2 and 5 and 6 are Sea of Thieves and baseball, right? Again, both games we're getting. But this is the even crazier part. Motherfucking Elden Ring Shadow of the Erd Tree that I went ahead and pre-ordered the collector's edition for 250 fucking dollars is getting smoked by a free game I have in Game Pass. Smoked.
Smoked, baby.
Fucking Elden Ring? Shadow of the Erd Tree? That's fucking crazy. But that's a multi-platform game, right? So it's just like Dragon's Dogma, right? Multi-platform. So, it doesn't really signify the hardest hardcore of PlayStation, even though they should be buying these games. But this is the fun one. Rise of the Ronin, the third-party exclusive game that PlayStation fans have. They have that exclusive to their box. And Rise of the Ronin is getting smoked by Sea of Thieves,
Damn.
the pirate game where you sail the seas and fish and set off fireworks and go land on an island and pick up buried treasure. No single player. I mean, they've made it where you could play by yourself more. So they do have the tall tales, but let's be real. All right. This is not a single player narrative driven game. It's first person, not third person, which I thought they get motion sickness. And this is on water. They're gonna get
Guys,
seasick.
come
These
on. I'm
motherfuckers are gonna die.
concerned for the ponies. This is not good for their health. And listen, this is how bad they want to play those Xbox games. It may not be the healthiest thing for them to do, but damn, try to hold them back. You can't. They're going to do it. They are going to get in
They're
there
not.
and they are going to play Sea of Thieves no matter what. No matter what. Smith says ponies can't swim.
Ponies cannot swim.
Listen, we are here concerned for ponies' lives, but they don't care. They're spending that paper, which means PlayStation. I hate to tell you this. You know that speech you gave in that comment where ponies are not enough? It seems like ponies don't think that you're enough. Ooh, let's sit back and take that in. Ponies don't think that PlayStation's enough, and PlayStation doesn't think that the ponies are enough. And fight! Get it! Get it! This is what we're seeing play out. Are you kidding me? Number 1 Sea of Thieves? The deluxe?
Dude, you can't make this shit up. You can't make this shit
This
up,
is
fam. You
wild.
can't make it up. But let's talk about a game that's not on this list. Where's Stellar Blade?
Oh my goodness. They must have not. They forgot to write it down. They forgot
Maybe
to
it's
put
not
that in.
available for pre-order. That's what it is. That
Maybe
has to
it's
be.
not.
That's the
It's
only
not
reason
up.
Sea of Thieves is number 1. If Stellar Blade was available for pre-order, clearly it would be number 1. Listen, I gotta tell you this. Rise of the Ronin, it's gonna sell like dog shit.
Agree.
Stellar Blade, it's gonna sell like dog shit. Sea of Thieves is gonna sell amazingly well. And it's not only because it's already the number 1 best-selling pre-order that is on PlayStation. No, that's not the reason. It's because once those motherfuckers start playing the game and they start spreading how fun it is to play the game, all their little friends are going to keep the game going by buying the game themselves. And it's just going to grow and grow. And Microsoft is going to have one of the biggest IPs available across all systems. And that is fucking crazy because it's going to fund all of our Game Pass games. This is
I can
fucking
only
crazy.
go back to Matt Booty's words. Some games are bigger than
Yes.
a platform.
Yes.
And this is what they were trying to see when it comes to Sea of Thieves. I'm excited, bro. I'm excited.
100%. 100%.
And
The homie
go ahead.
Smitty Smith. Thank you, my brother, for
Thank you,
being here
baby.
again, man. Appreciate you. Thank you for that $5 super chat. It says, so ponies are buying PlayStations to play Xbox games. The Book of X.
The Book of X, baby. You
Yes.
can't make
You
this shit
cannot
up.
make this shit up,
Yo,
fam.
this is
You
wild.
cannot make this shit up. The more that we see, the more the decision makes sense. Listen, again, to be clear,
The
This is
crazy
not.
shit is that Sea of Thieves is not even going to the Switch. Maybe when the new Switch comes out.
Oh yeah, yeah. It'll go to the Switch
Yeah.
too for sure. It can't.
Yo.
Switch 1 can't handle it. But the reality is that I'm obviously, if you put any big game everywhere, it's gonna sell, right? So we're not talking again. Phil laid out the ground rules of this. Okay, no other game is going to be going elsewhere that's a big game, right? It has to be live service over a year, stunted growth, and small passion project, or something, small that's looking to possibly get a sequel, or they're looking to make more games like it, right? Those games, yes, there's a chance of them going after now, but those are the only 4 games we have. This is just to show you that all those bootlegged pony bitch ass people on Twitter who sit there downplaying Xbox, who sit there downplaying Xbox's games are so thirsty in reality, because as soon as they got a nibble of one of our bigger games, I would say Sea of Thieves is a success already. So taking
Absolutely.
something that's already successful, putting it over there, soon as they got that little taste, oh my God, it's coming. They jumped on it so fast. Bro, if Xbox ever decided to go crazy, which we would be upset about, but just hypothetically, if they ever decide to go crazy and put their big games over there, PlayStation's first party wouldn't survive. Look at what's happening with the Rise of Ronin. They money had it that game. They paid for the PlayStation players to get that game exclusively, and it cannot fucking beat Sea of Thieves. It can't beat Sea of fucking Thieves, and they spent the money on that
Yo,
shit.
you can't make this shit up.
Another fucking
Listen,
studio who's gonna
Sony,
regret going with
it
PlayStation, bro.
listen, Sony's always been about business and about money, and it seems like they can't make a fucking business decision to save themselves, dude. This is a pen I bought for PlayStation when I'm taking notes for PlayStation. Look, 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 look,
Mm,
look.
mm, mm.
This is it. Mhm. That's where I'm at. Yo, I want to bring this comment in. Hold on real quick. Snooky, what's up, baby? Snooky Jackson.
Homie Snooky.
People
Thank you for
don't
being here. Go ahead.
Yes, people don't realize See Money and Doodle. Sony is looking at this, and I bet you will see PlayStation games on
Snooky, you
Xbox.
know we've been
Welcome X,
saying that
baby. You
shit, baby.
already
You
know it.
know it. You know we've been on that boat. We've been saying it here
You
from the
already know
beginning.
it.
That is guaranteed to happen. PlayStation already is Xbox's biggest fan. They already are. They look at MLB The Show and say, God damn it. God damn it. Why? Why can't we have Xbox people buy our games across the board instead of only the show? Why do you think? You think Phil motherfucking Spencer, the guy who has the biggest dick in the world out here swinging that shit around, buying anything he wants and pleases? You think that when he goes ahead and says out loud to the public why Helldivers 2 is not on Xbox, who does that help? You don't think this motherfucker has some insight?
Mm,
Again, y'all
mm.
motherfuckers would sit here and listen to these booty ass, broke ass, no knowledge having, fake ass inside motherfuckers who are out here trying to gain a little bit of clout because their channels ain't doing shit. You rather believe these motherfuckers than fucking Phil fucking Spencer, who's out here telling the world, like, yeah, that game should probably be the fuck over here. You know what? The last fucking game they said that about was Brotato. He was like, man, yeah, this great game on Steam. I would love to have it here. And that shit showed up in fucking Game Pass. How fucking funny will it be if Helldivers were to fucking show up on Xbox in Game Pass?
Mm. Oh, oh, he said
Mm,
Game Pass. Oh no, he
mm,
didn't. Yo, did you say Game Pass?
mm.
Ooh, yo,
Yo,
that's a swinging one, baby.
I could tell you right
Talk
now.
about talk about
Listen,
BD.
BDE, okay? BDE. Okay.
said B, and then I was gonna say the word instead of big D. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah,
You
yeah.
saw where it went wrong.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Damn it. Mm.
Listen, if you don't think that Sony's not looking at that Ratchet and Clank sitting there collecting dust,
Whew.
if they're not looking at them saying, "Man, we just closed that fucking studio down. How dope would it be if we could make some more money on this shit and put it over there?" If you don't think they're looking at that for every single fucking game in the position they're in with the property they own on Brokeback Mountain, if you don't think that they're not fucking salivating of the idea of actually putting their games where actual people actually buy them, come on.
Seems like the ponies are willing to buy
If it's an
games. If
Xbox
it's an
game,
Xbox game,
apparently.
I've said it all along, the love that they have, the desire to be touched by these Xbox games. It's wild, dude. It's
Really is.
wild.
It
They just
really
listen,
is.
they were just waiting for the moment. I want to bring up this comment. Big boy Mike. He says, I think what Xbox is doing right now is setting up dominance for next generation and moving forward. Yes,
Facts.
baby. This is the thing. This is what
Facts.
they're setting up for. That's why when freaking Call of Duty kicks in, that's when that marketing is gonna kick in. Guys, it's wild. It's
Dude,
wild what's
there's
happening.
no chance. There's no hope. And that's why KT the GOAT, when you said that Apple or Amazon is going to be buying them, that's literally the only chance of survival for the PlayStation brand.
For their brand. Absolutely.
That doesn't mean the console will go away because clearly, if they stop making first party games, they would be in the green. They would be making so much money if they just stopped because the only games that they make are too expensive, but they make plenty of money from microtransactions. I mean, they're gonna make plenty of money off of Sea of Thieves. Look at how many people already fucking bought them. Both versions in the top 5, beating out MLB The Show for the regular version, beating out Elden Ring, beating out Rise of the Ronin, beating out Stellar Blade. Come on, man. Come on, man.
Numbers don't lie.
Numbers don't fucking lie,
Numbers
fam.
don't lie, and you're absolutely correct. In order for them to continue with what they do, even though they're going to have to go ahead and make some changes moving forward, they need to get bought. In order for them to survive and try to move forward, they need to put their games elsewhere. I mean, right now they're at a huge decline. So getting bought right now, oh man, the hit, the hit that they would take. So I feel like their only way to kind of step up a little more and gain some type of, I don't even know, dude. This is number 1, by the way. This is what we've been hearing. All right. PlayStation's number 1 out in these streets. If this is what number 1 can do, where their number 1 pre-order is an Xbox game, yo, come on, bro. I feel like they need to gain a little ground with putting their games elsewhere and get that revenue to come in before they even try to get bought. It's not cute. All right, Wade Johnson.
Homie.
Welcome, baby. He says Grounded, Sea of Thieves, and Pentiment are all on the PlayStation front page when you turn on the console.
Is Grounded up for pre-order yet?
I don't think so. I don't think so.
Oh,
Um,
I think they're
let us
unlocking
know.
them one at a time.
Yes, I feel like they're giving them all like kind of like the moment to step in. As they should. You know what I'm saying? These are actual games.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
absolutely. Absolutely.
Let's see.
When does
See,
it come out?
let me see. Hold on real quick.
In the meanwhile, Manny GL 2814, thank you, brother, for being here. Says, I remember when ponies were making videos about Sea of Thieves and that it was bad. Now look at them.
See,
What this
but
tells you is that ponies are such a small group of
of
people.
people,
They think they're bigger.
absolutely.
See, they trick you guys into thinking they're big because they walk around with their chests puffed out, right? Talking a
They're
bunch of
loud.
bullshit.
They make a
They're
bunch of
loud and
noise, but
obnoxious.
it's literally noise. That's literally it.
And
Bunch of
Xbox
fucking
people keep
galloping,
giving them
and
platforms, right?
that's true.
So they instead of letting King Thrash die, you have Xbox people saying, "Hey, King Thrash, come on my show so I could expose you to these people." Right? They give them platforms when in reality we know that these people are just all circle jerking each other in their platform, right? They're just all drinking the same Kool-Aid from each other. Yeah, PlayStation's the best. Yeah, no, it's okay that there's no games coming out this year. This is a cool thing. This is what cool people do. Cool people don't release first party games. That's the way, right? That's the way, right? Like that's what they are. And they're such a small segment because all the other PlayStation fans, and that's why we always made it clear that this channel, anytime we're talking shit, it's PlayStation ponies. That's who we slander, right? I also don't like the company PlayStation for the way they do things, but PlayStation players, people who are just like us, but they happen to like the PlayStation side versus the Xbox side, there's no problem with them. Let them fucking
Absolutely
be.
not.
Obviously, we have the same taste. Look at them out here fucking supporting the shit out of Sea of Thieves, right? They just don't know what they don't know, right? They're blinded by the marketing that PlayStation has succeeded in doing for so long. But now yeah, it's until you see it, now you start seeing the cracks in PlayStation's plan, and you start seeing the genius behind what Microsoft is doing and Xbox is doing with these games that no longer have a huge role for Xbox as a platform, right? Sea of Thieves no longer has that, oh my god, you have to play on the Xbox for it because again, all those people already came over or all those people are already playing it on PC. The growth is stagnated. Look at how much growth they're going to be getting just from this. It's fucking genius of them to do it. And again, when you take your emotions out of it and you just look at the facts, come on, man. This is crazy. This is fucking crazy. Uh,
It is. So, okay, so right here, I'm looking at my notes in Hi-Fi Rush, right? It's coming out on PlayStation 5 on March 19th, and the pre-orders were up on February 22nd. So, yes,
Interesting.
yes.
Interesting. So thank you so much, my love, for doing that because that does guide the conversation that we were having before, which was Pentiment coming out didn't do much of jack shit.
Yep.
And I tell you right now, when does Sea of Thieves come out?
Sea of Thieves comes out on April 30th. It went
April
out
30th.
for pre-order for wish list on February
So
22nd.
it's the furthest out of the
Yes.
4 games that are coming. And it is number 1 pre-order on PlayStation. I could tell you right now, Hi-Fi Rush did not make it to number 1
Did
on
not.
PlayStation because we didn't hear a fucking thing about it. So this is gonna do exactly what we want it to do. All the Xbox dudes who are looking at this, they are going to like you see it and now you can register it so you can stop your fucking crying about it. The small games are just that. They're small games. And Xbox is going to see that whether they put the game on PlayStation later or not, it's still going to be a small game. So what Xbox has to decide is whether or not they want to continue to fund passion projects. That's their choice. And they're going to take the data and they're going to do what they want from it. But it's clear that a Pentiment did not hit. It's clear that Hi-Fi Rush, I'm sure it'll do well once it's out and about and it circulates throughout PlayStation's, ecosystem of people talking about it. But off the rip, that name means nothing to PlayStation players. But it also shows you the significance even more clearly of how a games of service like Sea of Thieves, with that name, with that brand,
Yes.
is like it's poised
It's
to become that much of a bigger brand,
it's
right?
grounded. up
When is
yet.
Grounded releasing?
I don't know. It doesn't so Grounded, I just have PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, Switch, April 16th. Crossplay will be supported. That's what I have
So I
here.
don't
They
know
didn't
if it's possible
actually
to
say.
pre-order.
And right here, hold on real quick. I feel like I lost a comment. No idea. Okay, right here. Bob MCPE says same with Grounded. I don't know if you mean that Grounded is up as well.
So
But
let us
listen,
know in
like
the
I
chat if you know if Grounded is up for pre-order.
yes,
But I
so
would say just to be, and I'm sorry, baby, I know you.
go
I don't want to
ahead.
cut you off. I know you're about to talk, but for comparison's sake, understand that I think uh remember Sea of Thieves is like 35 million strong, and
35 over
yeah,
35 million.
Grounded is like
Yes.
what 12 million
Grounded has 20 million
oh,
players
20
as of
million.
when
Okay.
they did the
So it's definitely
podcast.
a smaller number than Sea of Thieves. Still significant, but definitely smaller. And Sea of Thieves has been out for a lot longer. So that
Yes.
name has been circulating for a long
Actually, when
time.
you do think about how long the name has been circulating for, I mean, you think 20 million and you think 30 over 35 million, and it's not, I mean, it's not far off. If anything, Grounded may have a further, leapway.
Like more
If
room to grow.
projecting, when you're
But
projecting,
it's
yes.
gonna be telling if it is up for pre-order right now, then that's again, it's telling you the thirst for it. These again, I don't doubt that Hi-Fi Rush and Grounded will do well over time with word of mouth and people talking about it. Um, but it's clear Sea of Thieves has something special. Oh God, what happened?
Big boy Mike, yo, with the burn. Let's go, baby. He's on fire
Facts,
today. He says 20 million more than anything PlayStation has. Absolutely. You ain't lying. You
facts,
ain't lying. Yo,
facts
let's
indeed,
go.
facts indeed.
So,
Yeah,
but this is why it's frustrating for me. Like, yes, PlayStation is late to everything. We know this because they've cornered themselves into a situation. But hearing that they're late, I just feel like the way they went about the gas games, that's what was wrong. It wasn't that gas games are played out. It is difficult to find what to make that will, be a hit. And it's kind of like you can't necessarily know until you know, right? Until it's out there. Again, I didn't believe in PlayStation making gas games because they're not the type of, you know, company that will sit there and kind of work through problems and kind of figure things out and give it the energy that these games need in order to make them work. But seeing Sea of Thieves, right? Out here, it's not even out yet. And it's number 1, the deluxe edition and pre-orders, and then, number 5 for the regular, right? It shows you that these ponies are thirsty for engagement. And that is something that PlayStation lacks. It's thirsty for creativity. It's something that PlayStation lacks.
well, it's definitely the ponies for sure are bullshitters, and they know that they probably bought this and want to do it. But what it shows is the
The
reality is
casuals.
these ponies are no one. They're nobodies.
Mhm.
They're nobodies. That's what they are. Look at the biggest PlayStation place out there. It doesn't matter. It's all the same shit. They're all for the pony aspect of it is just them talking shit about Xbox because they're afraid, right? But the rest of the people who own PlayStation are all casual. They play Call of Duty, they play Fortnite, they play these games as services. Why do you think PlayStation saw it and said, "Fuck, let's make 12?" Because they see the numbers
Talk about
again.
reaching for the
Yo,
stars,
dead
bruh.
ass, right? They said, "Let's make 12," but this is what they didn't think about when doing this. And this is the fucking shit. And I swear to God, if you like, listen, I'm all for the underdog when it comes to money, but when it comes to business, big bank takes little bank. Microsoft has the funds to let these games breathe when they see something there. Sea of Thieves was not an overnight
It
success.
wasn't.
It did not release and then blow up. A matter of fact, it was mocked. It
Mhm.
received poor reviews. People were talking about how shitty it was and how there's nothing there and blah, 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 blah. But Xbox, they stuck with it and look at where they're at now. I promise you, if Sea of Thieves was developed over on PlayStation,
Oh my
if
goodness.
Sea of Thieves and Rare was a PlayStation studio and made Sea of Thieves, this shit would have been shut down and Rare would have been shut down year 1. Year 1. PlayStation cannot sustain it. That's why they looked at the projections of those 12 games and then they cut that shit so hard and they've literally deleted, shut down, closed, canceled the majority of those games because when they looked at them, they said, fuck, we cannot sustain this. If those games don't come out and are killing it right off the rip, they cannot sustain it. Shit, Helldivers 2 without PC would be canceled. Would be canceled. And if you think that PlayStation is not looking at whatever they do eventually come out with and eventually do see through to the end, if you don't think that's coming day and day to PC, if you don't think they're working on a version that will eventually run on Switch or Xbox, you're sadly mistaken and you're delusional. And I feel bad for you. But let me get the homie PK
Hey, thank
Thunder
you so
up
much.
in this bitch, man. Thank you, brother, for being here. Thank you so much for that $5 super chat.
Thank
Says,
you.
so let me get this straight.
Yes.
Is Sea of Thieves more successful than Destiny 2?
Oh!
Oh shit.
Oh!
Oh shit. He said you ain't got no nipples. Oh shit. Oh
My
shit.
people.
Yo,
Yes.
facts.
Woo!
Facts.
Let's
And hold on,
go.
hold on. Sea of Thieves is more successful than Destiny 2. Destiny 2 multi-platform Sea of Thieves was only on PC and Xbox. Wait till that shit comes out on PlayStation. Look at what they already have. Sea of Thieves, those Rare right now, they're sitting there eating fat.
Yo.
They're eating fat. Feels like, yo, you do you, fam. What you want? You want another seasons, 5 seasons, 10 seasons? Keep going. Keep going.
Tell me what you
You got
want,
this. You got
baby.
this. I can
Giving
tell
the
you who's
side eye to Pentiment.
I can tell you right now who's not having a great conversation with their team.
High five,
Uh,
Rush. Oh.
Josh Sawyer with Pentiment. He was like, "Yeah, they're not gonna let us make Pentiment 2, dog."
You don't even gotta tell us, Phil. We already know.
Oh my god. Listen, sometimes
Wow.
it's cool to make something that's a passion project, but now it's time to go make some real shit.
Move
All
on
right,
to real
Josh,
shit.
put your big boy pants back on. Go make some real shit with your team. Let's make it happen.
So Sin says, "See money. If Sea of Thieves is doing this well in just pre-orders, then did Xbox have games all along?"
Yeah. Yeah, I
Yeah.
would say they had games all along. We all knew it. That entire thought process was fucking asinine. It was the stupidest shit in existence. And I don't understand why that was even a thing that happened.
Our boss coming in with the facts.
Go ahead.
On point for gamers. Also, Hi-Fi Rush is number 15
Number
on
15.
highest
Okay, so
pre-orders.
Powerboss also let us know, is Grounded available for pre-order
Yes,
right now?
please
And if
let
it
us know.
is, let us know where it's on the list. So number 15, that's pretty low
It
because
is.
I didn't even think there were 15 games to pre-order on PlayStation. Okay.
God,
So
let's go.
so that is shockingly low for this game. But I mean, I guess it depends on how many games are on that list. Like, how many games do they show you? Is it 15 out of like 50 or 15 out of 16? You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a little difference.
Let's see. Let's see.
But even still, right? That's gonna show, like I told you, it'll do fine. It's gonna do basically probably around what Xbox was able to do with it. And that's not a bad thing, but that also is a sobering thing to let them know that, listen, single player games not even worth putting over there on PlayStation because again, we know they don't really sell outside of massive games, right? Look at Dragon Dogma, right? Look at Elden Ring, right? Those are doing well, but they're still getting smoked by Sea of Thieves, which is a games as a service that you have to pay for, which is glorious,
It is.
which is glorious. At $60, they're paying $60 for something we get for free. That's wild. That's wild. The homie Big Boy Mike,
Boy, Mike,
back to
let's
back in the
go. Thank
building.
you
What's
so
good, fan? Thank you,
much.
brother. Appreciate that $5 super chat. Says
Thank you.
ponies are going to buy these Xbox games, and then the following week, PlayStation will delete them from their libraries. Yo, the smaller ones for damn sure. Sea of Thieves, I think will rock. Sea of Thieves will rock, but the smaller ones,
Dunzo.
wild, wild. Yeah, it's
Listen,
a big deal.
yeah, they're not playing games.
Um, Powerball says, looking on the store on my PC right now, Ronin has dropped to less than that image.
Ooh.
Oh shit. And Stellar Blade is number 11 on the list. That's wild. That's wild. Oh, that's the premium edition. So that's so that's like the biggest edition. Got it. Got it. So Sea of Thieves is on there 3 times. It's the highest price one is number 1,
Yes.
the lowest price one is number 5, and then the middle one that who wants the middle? Like, if you're gonna go up, you go all the way, which is
Yeah.
what most people do, but that one's number 13.
Oh,
So
wow.
but so between the 3 of them, you add them all up, fucking trouncing anything that's
That's
happening on PlayStation,
wild,
all for
dude.
1 game.
And Hi-Fi Rush coming in at number 15.
That's crazy.
It is.
That's crazy. Wade Johnson says Grounded is up for pre-order.
It is.
Jonas the Dad, man. Thank you, brother, for being
Jonas
here,
the
man. Appreciate you.
Dad.
Thank you for
Welcome,
that
baby,
$2
and
super
thank
chat.
you.
Says, find the sloppy second station freaking hilarious. Yo, you ain't wrong, fam. You ain't wrong. That's exactly what it is. It's only a second station. It's only for your games to be put over after. It's a fucking mess over there. Why do you own a PlayStation? This is
I
what I
don't
asked myself in the
understand,
mirror.
bro. This is the
This is what I
thing,
asked
and I
myself in the
said
mirror.
it was genius. This is the thing. Okay, so they went ahead and I thought this show was amazing for Game Pass. I felt like it was it was really good promoting and advertising pretty much just for free, right? But also, like, this is also a huge freaking advertisement. The fact that these games are Sea of Thieves is right there in Game Pass, and it's yo, you guys are paying, paying. You guys are talk about funding our games, funding our Game Pass. Ooh,
Yep. 100%. 100%.
thank you.
Absolutely. So you have the homie Mash, man. Thank you, brother,
Mash,
for being
what's
there.
up,
My homie,
love?
what's going
Thank
on,
you for
brother?
being here.
Says, I do think games as a service games and shooters have also traditionally been more successful on Xbox and PC. The whole popularity of the original Xbox was pushing these multiplayer games. Facts, that's why it's so natural for Xbox to have success in those areas, whereas
Absolutely.
PlayStation don't know what the fuck they're doing. Wade Johnson says, don't forget that Disney is backing Sea of Thieves with DLC. Yes, that's
Ooh,
true. They already have Pirates of the Caribbean. They had the other one. I forget the name. What the hell is the name of it? Somebody tell me. But it was a game that they had that now is in there as a DLC as well. Yeah. He says, and yes, Grounded is up for pre-order, but then Scarlett immediately says Grounded is not up for pre-order yet, only add to wish list.
got you.
So maybe that's where the confusion is.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's that's a big deal. That's a big deal. James Jones, man, thank you for being here, brother. Appreciate
James,
you.
what's good?
Says
Welcome.
Xbox has Sony right where they want them. now, oh, right where they want them now. I try to tell them, keep on believing fake news. Facts. Those are facts. And again, I mean, we're going to be looking at this going forward as, just free money coming our way. Remember, Sea of Thieves, it's just a port. It's just a port.
It is.
They didn't have to go crazy. They spent very little money bringing it over. And we're just getting all that extra money coming in.
Let's go. Shout out to God Flame.
Oh, God Flame
Let's
over
go
on Twitter.
from Twitter.
Thank you for writing in,
Yes.
man. It says Skull Island, I
Welcome.
believe. Skull Island is was that the game? Oh, Monkey Island.
Monkey Island.
Monkey Island. Yes, that was the one. Thank you for getting us there. Thank you for getting us there.
Let's
But
go.
yes, thank you for chatting with us from Twitter. A lot of
Absolutely.
people over there, man.
Almost
This is dope.
200 listening through Twitter. So thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you for messaging. It's
absolutely.
awesome.
Absolutely. Um, yeah, so again, guys, when you think about this, right now, PlayStation is literally living in a world of rehashes and remakes and then Xbox games. You know what I'm saying? Like the Xbox 4 games.
Why
Why
so
so serious?
serious?
That's what happened to Pony Island 2. Or hey, what happened to Pony Island 2? Yo, that game's still coming. They're doing a documentary. That's the documentary. Yeah, it's the first of its kind. It's great. It's great for sure. Um,
Oh
but
my
yes,
god.
the whole what I was saying something, right? I was saying something. Yes, they're living in the remake world. I just saw over here Bob McP was good
Bob, what's
fam
good,
says, I mean,
baby?
Gravity Rush is one of those Sony Frenchies that needed to go everywhere besides PC and Xbox. Yes. Yes. Franchises, I guess you meant to say. But yes, 100%. That game, this is what happened. And this is why you gotta understand that there's more to this shit than meets the eyes. Because again, look at what's happening on Sony where they're constantly canceling games. Instead of thinking maybe we should put that everywhere and it has a chance to succeed, they're like, no, fuck it, let's cancel it.
Mhm.
Right? Canceling studios, closing studios. This is just what they do. They did that shit. Gravity Rush was a game that people loved. Not a lot of people, but people loved. You take that, you add that to Xbox, you add that to PC, and you put that shit out everywhere, day and date. All of a sudden, Gravity Rush is a franchise that people will actually play and enjoy. But no, they didn't. And what they do, they shut it down.
They shut
They
things
shut down
down.
everything that didn't make them a shit ton. Look at Concrete Genie, that game, that Studio Lopus or Polypus. I don't know. I don't remember. But like that place got shut down. Like they literally just kill everything that doesn't produce. Like, how do you expect any chance of growing these franchises into something that means something? But I see it. You can't afford it. I get it, right? You ain't got the cash, so that's the
See,
way
but
it
that's the
works.
thing. You understand the situation that is taking place and you acknowledge it. Nothing is necessarily being acknowledged to the extent that it needs to be acknowledged. And I remember that game that was canceled, that Phil canceled from that no one really knew about that
Project
had been
Odyssey
yes.
from Blizzard, that
And
wasn't an
oh my
Xbox game. They
gosh,
just
how could they?
yep.
Look at all these people are not gonna have a job, and what are they going to do? I mean, where's all the crying now about, this game?
There's not. There's just
Let's
cap.
I wanna
There's
understand
just cap.
it.
People are
I wanna
saying
understand it. If you're genuinely feeling bad for people and their jobs and these developers with the games, I mean, I wanna hear the outpour of tears when you hear the
they don't give a fuck.
comments and the excitement. This guy was almost
Deviation
in
games,
tears talking about
they
their
never made
game.
a game for PlayStation. That's just a fact. They never made a game, so the ponies don't care. The pony all you see them saying is they're not. That's not a PlayStation studio. It's not PlayStation's fault.
It is PlayStation's doing,
100%.
right? It is their
100%.
doing. It is they they trusted, they went ahead, got to work, and now it's just over. That's it.
Facts. Um, JB1521, what's good, man? Thank you for being here, homie.
That
Appreciate you.
baby.
Says, you remember when everyone was saying Xbox wasn't letting Rare make what they want? Facts. Listen, I said it when this happened with Phil. He said it. He came out and said it, and I 100% back what he says. He said that he wanted these places to continue to be working on these games. They still want to invest in this game, and they need to do this to make it happen. Rare wants to make Sea of Thieves. This is what they want. This is what they want, and Phil is making it happen for them. Phil's not looking at them saying, "Nah, you can't make this shit, man. We're not making enough money on it anymore, and you guys are costing too much money to keep making that content. We need you to make something else." Right? They're not doing that. They're not doing that. They found a way to make it work, and all they're doing is promoting Rare to superstar status. Because once this game is out there and it keeps growing and gets bigger and bigger, that's what they are going to be. They're going to
They
be a
are. They're
household name.
promoting them. They're giving them a chance. They're going ahead, and this is the thing. They took a lot of heat. The whole situation that took place, they took a lot of heat, and they didn't care. Talk about giving a shit about your studios. Talk about giving a shit about your games, and wanting them to go ahead and have what they want. And found a way to go ahead and give them an opportunity to essentially say, look, this game is bigger than the platform. This game is important, unique enough, right? Talk about show me. Sea of Thieves is showing what Sea of Thieves is. It stands on its own.
100%. 100%. Yeah, it's
And
just
again, he
what it
got a
is.
lot of heat. He got a lot of heat, a lot of bullshit, a lot of people. I mean, the as soon as these games kind of dropped again, it was like the whole meltdown all over again. I
Yeah.
mean, he did not give a crap.
Remember that Rare is working on another game,
Mhm.
Everwild. Now, isn't it genius that PlayStation players are going to be playing Sea of Thieves, a game made by Rare? They're going to become fans of Sea of Thieves and Rare. And then Xbox is going to drop Everwild exclusively on Xbox. And those PlayStation fans are going to say, hold on, Rare has another game? Rare has this game Everwild? And they will go ahead and either get Game Pass or come over. This is the shit that he's putting in motion. This is what he's doing. He's creating exposure.
Mhm.
This is phenomenal, man. It's
Creating a
crazy.
cycle that you understand that you don't need to fund to advertise. That is fucking genius, dude.
It really
I
is.
told you, you gotta wait for it to kick in. You can't tell these people how to do their job. They
100%.
they can't be like, "Oh my gosh, we did everything we did, but we don't know how to advertise." The marketing, that's just what's gonna bring us down. This is where we shut our doors.
100% agreed. James Jones said, I still can't get over a game we have free is outselling PlayStation exclusives on their
Yo,
platform. It's embarrassing,
it
fam.
is. It
How are you
is.
a fucking pony right now, not hiding in like sticking your tail in between your legs and running the fuck away? Like you lost, bro. This is fucking done. Xbox has infiltrated your fucking console and put the number one fucking pre-ordered game on there, bro.
Woo!
How does that feel knowing
I
that
like the
all
way it
the
feels, baby.
all the ponies around you that you're looking around like, wait, we're ponies, right? Like we're PlayStation dudes, right? Yeah, exclusives all day. Yeah.
All
Fuck
day,
yeah.
all day.
You look around and you start and realize, holy shit, did you fucking pre-order Sea of Thieves?
It
Not me, man. Don't say that shit
was
to me.
you. It
It
was
was you,
you.
man. Nah, man. It was everyone around ya. Sea of Thieves, an Xbox property, has infiltrated your fan base and has proven that overall, all those 56 million boxes, the majority of them who are ever going to buy anything outside of the Call of Duty, they want what we have. They're taking their opportunity. 3 different SKUs for Sea of Thieves, 2 of them in the
This is
top 5.
wild. This is wild, dude. Talk
Come on,
about,
man.
like,
Come on, man.
inside job, dude. They have
Come on,
penetrated
man.
PlayStation. Xbox has penetrated freaking PlayStation. You don't even know.
They don't know.
Mm-mm.
They don't know. This is what's happening. Why so serious is like Hiroki Totoki is looking at see if these numbers like, oh snap,
Let's go, baby.
eyes up. Right? I'm telling you, I promise you, we are Hiroki's like he loves us.
Oh, yeah.
He loves us. He is salivating. He is going into every meeting. When are we putting games on Xbox outside of fucking MLB The Show and Marathon and Destiny?
Let's make it happen, baby. That's what's going on.
It's literally what they're sitting there feeling
So
nonstop.
Jacob Novik says, people saying that Rare should be able to make Banjo and Conquer. Well, Rare have said that they don't want to, but people keep yelling at Phil.
Listen, Phil's not deaf, right? Like he's not. He can hear the shit. He's not fucking stupid. But maybe you guys are fucking deaf because he literally told you that he's not gonna force anyone to make any of this shit. You know why? Because he already saw PlayStation do that. And you know what happens to PlayStation games? They don't get bought.
Mm.
They don't get bought. So the way he sees it is if a game's not gonna fucking get bought, at least, at the very least, he wants it to be from a developer who wants to make the fucking game.
Not only do the games not they don't get bought, right? No one's buying these games, but also the developers themselves. If they don't want to make something, I mean, we saw these gas games play out on freaking PlayStation and how fast that took a turn. If these developers don't have the passion, the desire to go ahead and make these games, the games are not going to work out. That's just
Absolutely.
it. And Phil's not about that life. He's made it clear. He talks the talk, he walks the walk.
150 fucking percent. The homie Sunrash.
What's
Thank you,
up,
brother, for being here,
baby?
man. Appreciate
Look
you.
at that profile
Love
picture.
that
I
profile
freaking
picture.
love it,
Sega's
baby.
next, baby.
Let's
Sega's next.
go.
MBG said, if this is an experiment, then it's safe to say it's a success. They're going to make a good chunk of change from PlayStation users. I expect more games to come to PlayStation 5 and PlayStation 4.
Hmm.
Yeah, see, everything up until that moment, you're right. They're going to make a shit ton of money for PlayStation users, and they're going to use that to destroy PlayStation. Just like Phil says. See, this is the shit that gets me. People
Yo.
want to quote Phil
Yep.
and be fucking brain dead about it. Phil said, God damn it. Oh my God, I want to slap everybody who talks shit about this.
Yep.
Phil said that when we release a game over there, right, they take that money and they use it to try to
Against us.
destroy us.
Yes. They
But
go
y'all
ahead, they take the profit, and
stupid motherfuckers
they turned it
out
around.
there have
Yo, they
turned it
turned it
around
the
on you.
fuck
And
around.
what
They
the
took
real
notes.
statement is every time we release a game over there on PlayStation, we're taking that 70 fucking percent and throwing another pile of dirt on their dead, lifeless fucking bodies.
Absolutely, bro. They
grave is
turned it
dug.
the fuck around. They took notes. They saw everything that they were fucking doing. And they said, I'm going to freaking stick it to you. And you're going to feel it without Vaseline, with no Vaseline. All right. You're
Raw.
going to feel every
Raw.
inch of it.
Damn, that's graphic.
Listen,
graphic.
that's what they're
That's
doing.
graphic.
Talk about raw. Talk about raw dogging it. This is wild.
In this case, even though it's all graphic, what you're saying,
Uh-huh.
they're enjoying it. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna enjoy every inch
Mhm.
of that because they're thinking, "Oh, man, they get the games, we get the money, right?" But again, look at how see how they want it. Look at what he said. I expect more Xbox games. You could scratch out expect, and you could scribble in what he really feels when he says, I hope more Xbox games come to PlayStation 5 and PlayStation 4. They hope that it happens because they're
They
desperate
hope it
for it. They're
happens, but
desperate
dude,
for it.
this is like an again inside freaking job. They're going in there and they're luring their freaking casuals into the Xbox ecosystem. That's what's wild, dude. And when I said, I'm saying listen, I'm saying PlayStation is getting those, as Ryuart says right here, 19 inches of Vaseline venom with no Vaseline venom. 19 those 19 inches of venom with no Vaseline. Listen, that's PlayStation getting it from Phil. They try to screw with this motherfucker. Yo, he's a real freaking thug. That's what nobody wants to see. He brought it out. He put light on everything that's been going on and he turned the tables the fuck around and he's giving it back just 10 times harder.
10 times harder
That's a
indeed.
stiffer.
Facts. Rainbow says that people have been saying that Rare is dead for years. Fucking shit. It's crazy. It's crazy. Now you got the homie Smitty Smith
Woo! Let's
in the
go,
building.
baby.
Thank you, my
Thank
brother,
you
for
so
being here.
much,
Thank you so
love.
much for that $5 super chat. Says IGN. Sony has another hit on their hands in Sea of Thieves. Me like, what the fuck you say, mofo? The Book of X.
No, X, baby. Yo, oh my God.
Yo, it's true, yo.
Smitty, you're 100%
You're
right.
100% right,
That's
but
literally where
they're gonna
they're at.
glorify it, and it's gonna happen, and watch the reviews. Watch the reviews for Sea of Thieves. Oh
Oh
my god.
my
It already first of all, it
goodness.
already happened with
It
Pentiment,
happened with
right? We already
Pentiment.
know that.
How dare you take several seats? What in the fuck are you talking about?
Oh, it's gonna be it's
How
gonna get
does
great
Sid
reviews.
review better on fucking Nintendo?
Because it's a great game. They just get taxed. So this is I've seen it around and I like that idea. It's the tax refund. When
There
they
you
put it
go.
somewhere else, there's a tax refund. So the score goes up, brings everything up, man. Fucking clowns.
This is
Which is
wild.
wild. It really is wild.
Mad
But
blatant.
this is the funny thing, though. This is what they don't understand. They're gonna do that, right? They're gonna give it, but it's gonna double back and help Xbox because now Pentiment is a 90 fucking 3. Even though the Xbox version is 86, people are gonna look at the 93 associated with the Xbox version, and people are gonna go buy it.
So stupid. They're so
Sea of
stupid.
Thieves, people are gonna do the same thing. The rating on Sea of Thieves is gonna go so high that people are gonna be like, oh shit. And then Xbox people who didn't play it or PC people who didn't play it are gonna go fucking play it. It's gonna trickle down. It's crazy. Fucking genius.
Jonas the dad. What's
The
up, baby?
homie Jonas the
Let's
dad.
go.
What's good, fan? Thank you for being here.
Tell
Thank
him.
you for that $2 super chat. Says ponies crying.
Woo! Hold
Xbox
up.
using mustard as lube. Oh shit.
Oh. What? What?
That is fucking
He
horrible.
done dipped it in the mustard, baby.
That is
He done dipped it
fucking
in the motherfucking
horrible.
mustard.
Horrible, fam. What the fuck?
Mm.
What the fuck?
Damn.
That is
Woo! Jonas the dad.
Jonas the
Woo!
dad.
Yo, this chat is lit.
Jesus. Wow.
Let's go.
Fucking A. The homie nerds and other legends. What's good,
What's
fam?
good? Welcome.
Thank you, brother, for being
Thank you
here.
for
Thank
being
you
here
so
with
much for that
us.
$5 super chat.
Happy Sunday, baby.
Says, hope Xbox splashes their logo everywhere.
Everywhere.
House Xbox feels divided. ABK, Bethesda, Global Publishing. I wish they all operated under one Xbox banner.
Woo.
Well, listen, man. Like, I definitely get the feeling of it, but at the end of the day, like Xbox is just such a big entity. And the fact that, you know, they have such big entities under the brand, it's just a cap in their feather, man. Like they just shows how big they are. It shows how massive of a team they have. Um, and yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, it still gives these brands are real brands, right? So like ABK, you don't want that disappearing under Xbox. You want people to be looking for an ABK game because they love Activision or they love Blizzard. And it just so happens that they're supporting Xbox when they do that. right? Like, that's what you want. You want that to still happen. You want Bethesda fans who may not be Xbox fans, but you want Bethesda fans to be like, "Oh shit, that Bethesda game is only on Xbox? What?" You got to remember, man, most of the world, they don't pay attention to the details like we do, right? Like, most people don't know who makes games. Like, they don't know these studios. They don't give a shit, right? Like, same thing with movies. You think when I go to see a movie outside of a Disney movie, right? When obviously those people know, but
A
like
superhero
regular
movie?
movies, when a splash screen comes up with some generic or random fucking name of some dude who made a movie, it's like, who the fuck is it? I don't care, right? Outside of the superstars, right? Same thing happens with games, man. People don't fucking know. They don't care. They just know that they play their games. They don't. I guarantee you, most people have no idea who makes fucking Call of Duty. They see the splash screen, it doesn't even register to them. They just know they're gonna go shoot some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
You ain't lying, bro. You ain't lying. And
facts. So
listen, I think they're gonna get a lot more comfortable throwing that Xbox name around. You got to remember, there's a lot of slander out there for Xbox. A lot of bullshit. A lot of hatred, like deep ingrained hatred. And so I think this game that they're playing, this back and forth dance that they're doing, it's gonna play out for them, man. It's
absolutely,
wild, but they're doing it
absolutely.
right. Dark
The
Angelic, what is
homie
going
Dark
on? Let's
Angelic.
go.
What's good,
Thank
fam,
you
man?
for
Thank you, brother, for being here. Thank you for that
thank
$2 super chat. Says you can't spell malignant without IGN.
you.
Facts. You know, it's funny that IGN is their kind of like moniker because there's a lot of shitty words with IGN in it. You know what I'm saying? So I guess it's apt, right? It works. It
It
matches.
works.
It
It
matches.
does.
It matches for sure. For sure. Um, so let me see over here. So also remember this. Oh man, that's disgusting. Suicide Kings. What's good, fam? Says
What's
gotta
up,
find C
baby?
money that mustard scented cologne. First of all, you know what? Yes, find that for me. And I'm gonna wear that shit all the time when I'm on Doodle. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna be like,
Don't
yo,
you dare.
enjoy that smell. This is what
Mm-mm,
you brought here.
mm-mm.
Okay. No,
I
no, she loves it. She
listen,
said,
who started this mustard talk? It
not
wasn't
me.
me. It wasn't me.
You the one who egged that shit on. You were like, yeah, yeah, mustard.
What?
See, money hates mustard. Oh, look at this one here. See mustard.
Imma get you after the show, Sea Mustard.
No, no, no,
Imma
stop,
get you
chill.
after the
Chill, chill,
show.
chill, chill.
Mm,
I'm just joking.
mm.
These are jokes, guys. All right. These are all jokes. I renounce all words that I have said in reference to Doodle doing anything wrong. Nerds
Listen.
Another Legend
What's up,
says,
baby?
I agree with you to a point, but Xbox needs to bolster their brand. I would have them add a message like part of the Xbox family of studios or something like that every time they play ABK.
I think that will come. Oh my
Yeah,
gosh, you just
I
reminded
agree.
me of that freaking video that they made. That shit
Yeah,
gave me
the marketing was
chills.
crazy. It was
Yes.
crazy. But
We're one or we have each other's back. Like, I don't remember exactly how that went down, but damn. Ooh, that was
yeah, so
fire.
so this is the thing. I think the reason why that some of this stuff is not there is because they're not making the games for PlayStation. They're making it for Xbox. So when you have an Xbox exclusive game, you really don't need to see that. And most of the studios find like cute, unique ways to bring up the Xbox studios. Like I see over here, Bob said, "Did anybody play Pentiment on Xbox and did the I'm sorry, play Pentiment and did the Xbox logo appear on the other version?" So they don't have like Xbox didn't have like their main logo, but in Pentiment they have their graphic art style, and in there they say Xbox Game Studios, right? So they do bring it up there. They bring it up as part of it. And again, I get it. It's pride for us, right? Like we want to see it, but I think if you think about it, as much as we say Xbox needs to bolster their brand, right? If we think about it for a second, do they really? Like, do they need to actively do something to make that happen? And the reason I'm saying that is for the very reason of what I said when I first answered you. Activision Blizzard King, that's a worldwide brand. Bethesda, huge brand, right? They are owning brands that are more known than Xbox. Again, all people do is care about is the games. And again, Xbox doesn't care if you come into the Xbox ecosystem through an Xbox console or through a PC or through xCloud. So at the end of the day, I don't think
I sent you a message that Twittery Snake put in our Discord about the UK pre-order sales.
so is the UK pre-order sale. So it's
And
separate from
look at E ranks already. Check it out.
Mustard Lube.
Mustard Lube.
God damn it.
Mustard-
God damn it. God, if you find Mustard Lube, okay? If you find Mustard Lube out there in the world, send it to me.
What?
No, I will. I was gonna joke. I'll sneakily use it on Doodle, but I really wouldn't. I would, first of all, that would be
You
death.
trying to die? Big boy Mike
and I would
pointed
never do
out.
that.
Damn. I think CMoney's kryptonite is mustard. Can you imagine?
It is. It is.
Mhm.
Mustard is not the answer for me. Again, the only way I would ever be next to mustard is if it were having to do with Doodle. It's the only chance of life.
So you're saying if I dip my fingers.
You know the answer to that question, Doodle. All right, you know what I've done. There's no level that can't be achieved here. I'm just saying. So, yes, I wish. Let me. Oh man, if I had it on Twitter, it'd be easier, so I could just pop up
Whew.
here. But in the UK, CFD, same shit. So of course, Benji, Benji's cool or whatever, but he had to go out there and be like, oh, PlayStation only. I mean, I'm sorry, United States only. Okay, calm down. In UK, it's also number one. The difference is that UK doesn't give a shit about baseball, so that shit's gone. Star Wars is next, and then apparently Dragon Dogma. They're more excited for Sea of Thieves than Dragon Dogma, which makes sense. It's UK. The studio's in the UK, right? They're all family, right? I get it. It makes sense. Sea of Thieves, the base model, is number 3. Oh, okay. So yeah, you have the picture there. But the bigger thing is that the other version, the deluxe edition, is number 7. So it jumps up greatly. That's a big deal. That's a big deal. So it still stomps Dragon Dogma. It still stomps Ronin. It still stomps Elden Ring. What is funny? What is funny? What happened? What took place? Tell me. What took place? No, tell me. What? What happened?
No.
Yeah. What? What? CMoney, the porn director. What the fuck?
CMoney's freaky.
I'm not the one who's freaky.
Shut
I'm
your
just the
mouth,
one doing it. I didn't say I came up with the shit.
You shut your mouth.
Just saying. I'm just saying I didn't say that I came up with shit. I said I was the doer. Okay. I get asked and I answer. All right. So let's, you know what I'm saying? Let's call a spade a spade. All right.
Wait till after the show.
You see?
See what
She's
I'm
getting
making
something else up for it. She's preparing something new. We'll see.
You already know. Listen, this on you, CMoney. All
This ain't on
right?
me. You gonna put this on me?
Yes.
In front of my peoples? No. Oh, you're not. It's not happening. It's not happening. The homie Omega Times, man. Thank you for being here, homie. Appreciate you, dog. Says ponies are going from eating shit to eating. What's that picture? I can't see it.
Honey.
Honey?
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 Mustard?
Honey mustard? Is that mustard?
Mm.
I don't know. How many ponies over Sea of Thieves will jump the fence, the stable fence ahead to greener? Xbox LOL, greener pastures, Xbox Game Pass. It's the gateway drug, right? Like that's what Phil's doing.
Yep, he's drugging
Phil's
them
out
up.
here
They're like,
pushing
drop the
these.
pony powder. You about to get
Yes.
slapped up with new shit.
Facts.
That's what's
Facts.
happening. Shout out to Doc Dark. What's good, bro?
Doc in the building. What's
Let's
good, man?
go.
Says, yo, I literally just came in and Doodle's talking about dipping what in what? Bro, listen, dog. I'm just saying, you don't know. I don't know.
How was C-Money's doing?
I didn't do nothing.
I put that on you, see.
I didn't do nothing. Nah, see, buddy, you just gonna speed past that LOL, and then he says, you know what I'll do? LOL, bro. Shit. Oh my god, that's funny. That's funny. Dayreezy, stellar cheeks, ponies, also ponies, pickle riding.
Pickle riding.
Pickle riding indeed. Joan is the dad.
Joan is the dad.
Thank you, brother, for being here. Thank you for that
Thank
$2 super
you.
chat. Says, welcome to Sea Mustard, naughty condiment corner. Y'all the one who started this shit. Yo. It ain't my fault.
Change mustard for everybody, see.
Listen, just wonder all the things that could be done with mustard. Dr. Scottsy was good, fed. Thank you for
What's
being
up,
here.
baby?
Says, weird. You can't spell malignant or benign without IGN.
Let's go.
Or dark angelic.
Oh.
IGN. I mean, shit. All right. Well, now he's just dropping bombs everywhere. Facts. Brian Gibolt was good, man. See you in there.
Right, you are in the building.
Homie Ryuar Gaming. Thank you, brother, for being here. Thank you for that $2 super chat.
What's up,
Says,
fam?
C-Money 2024. Real men eat ass. Hashtag Sony too broke to make PlayStation 6. Oh,
They are.
God.
They are.
Oh my god, that's hilarious. Sea Mustard on point for foodies. My dude, thank you, brother, for
What's
being here.
up,
Says,
baby?
here we go
Welcome.
again with rumors saying Hellblade 2 is coming to PlayStation 5. That game has a chance for Game of the Year, and it would be stupid to hand over another Game of the Year to PlayStation. Sea Mustard, I got something just for you, brother.
Oh,
Because you heard me say before that you don't need to listen to this dumb shit that's out there, right? Like, fuck the dumb fucks who be writing all types of stupid shit for clout, right? Let's go ahead and let's share this real fast. Jez Corden, just today, a little over an hour ago, responding to Idle Sloth, saying that there's rumors of 4 separate sources. There is a Hellblade Part 2 or 2 port for PlayStation. Jez immediately and succinctly shuts that shit down, exposes another fake inside bullshit. Move past it, move on, focus on actually talking about shit that matters and stop making up nonsense, because Jez just said he can confirm, not he thinks, not maybe, not I don't think so, can confirm that as of right now, this is completely false. Completely false. Completely. Not partially.
mm-hmm.
Not maybe I read it wrong. Completely, Doodle. That's what that says. That says completely.
In every way.
In every way. Yeah. That sounds about right. That sounds about right. For sure. For sure. Yeah. So that is squashed. So you can rest easy. Okay. Because like I told you, Phil Spencer told us what was gonna happen. Okay. Phil Spencer said it. We don't need to second guess. We don't need to stress. We don't need to worry about it. Phil Spencer said it, and it will be done. That's it, man. That's it. There's no more bullshit. Just kind of is what it is with these people.
It is what it is.
It is what it is.
By the way,
indeed.
shout out to E-Ranks. He sent a link It's in our Discord. Guys, join the Discord. Join our Discord. It's fun
Oh,
in there.
fast.
He's in a
Oh my
he dropped the
god.
link. Yes. They
Oh my
have
god.
massage oils.
They have mustard massage
Mustard
orders.
to be specific.
Let me understand this
Mm.
right now when I look at this. Hold on.
That picture.
Dr. Singa's mustard rub
Mhm.
therapeutic body massage oil. Goddamn.
Mm. Yep.
Why?
See?
Why?
Thank you, E-Ranks.
Here, and just so you can see. There it is.
There it is.
Right here. Just in case CMoney is interested. I am not interested. Okay? I am not interested at all, nor will I be interested in any way, shape, or form. Let's move on real quick.
Let's go.
Because we were talking about how stupid it is to get in bed with
Sony PlayStation.
with Sony, right? Like, we know it. This is the truth. There ain't shit else about it that is wrong. This is just it. If you get in bed with Sony, you're going to leave unsatisfied. Okay? That's just the reality of what it is. I'll say, listen, I'll use this right here as my point. Omega Time says
Omega, what's
Sony's
up,
walls
baby?
have crumbled. Sony be retreating, leaving their dead where they've fallen.
Ooh,
Xbox has infiltrated the pony stable. Those who surrender can join Xbox. The rest can run away with Sony to demise. Facts.
yo.
So somebody who did not want to do that, Thomas Mahler, right? So he is the dude who made Ori, his team, Moon Studios, right? So not a week passes without some people asking us why we didn't sell Moon to a larger publisher, especially after Ori became a ginormous hit. This is why we always wanted to make our own luck. Whether we rise or fall should be in our own hands, not based on shareholders. Something tells me you're not laughing about what I just read, Doodle.
No, absolutely not.
So
Absolutely
why
not.
don't you enlighten us?
I mean, Big Boy Mike thinks that this is how I should wake you up in the morning.
What is that? Mustard. Is that on Discord?
Look.
That's not
Could
nice.
you imagine? Oh my god.
Okay, so hold on.
At Doodle, this is how you wake up.
Can you?
See money after sleepless night. A long sleepless night.
Wow.
Listen, I gotta give the people what they want. You know what
That
I'm saying?
motherfucker think he's in a dream.
He's
Now the real question is,
yo.
what type of dream was he having? What type of dream was he having that all this shit is squirting on his face? He's like, oh no, oh my god. How do you not wake up from that shit, man? Are you
like
kidding me?
instantly. Yo.
That's wild.
Look. Ooh.
That's wild. That's wild. That's some reckless shit right there. Oh my god.
Yo.
That's a living nightmare. That's a living nightmare
listen,
for sure. For sure.
I should probably, take a video of it if it ever happens. You just got to piss me off just right. You know what I'm saying? Anything's possible.
It's definitely not possible.
First
of all, why I know I'm safe, because you would never make that kind of mess.
Oh, the mess.
There's
yes.
no chance you would make that type of mess. So,
You will
haha,
find it
motherfuckers,
suspicious.
I'm safe. Okay? Shit ain't never happening over here. Okay?
Yeah,
Shit
I hate a
ain't
mess.
never
No, that shit
happening over here.
Damn.
This is just a
He
reality.
found a way around it, Big
That's
Boy
right.
Mike. Damn it.
That's right. I know better. Just like the homie Dark Angelic.
Let's go.
My dude.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, brother. We appreciate you so
thank
much.
you. Let's
Dark Angelic just
go.
gifted 5 on point for gamer memberships, man. Thank you so very much, man. We appreciate you. Y'all know what to do.
Yes.
Put the motherfucking welcome to the family emoji in the chat. Welcome all of our new members, man. Thank you so much, Dark Angelic. Guys, we appreciate each and every one of you. And Dark Angelic, we appreciate you,
Thank
man.
you so much.
Thank you, my brother.
And welcome.
And
Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Indeed.
Absolutely.
Duke Togo says a mustard facial. What are we looking at here?
Something like that.
Oh my god. Jacob Nova says, Doodle, tell CMoney to get a PO box to make us able to send you 2 stuff. We do have a PO box.
I'll send
okay?
it to you.
We
I
do
got
have
you.
it. We already have people trying to send us stuff. That's right. I know things are coming. Dreadpool got something out here coming. Y'all fucking with me. It's all to fuck with me. You know what I'm saying? It's not like a nice thing. It's not like, here's this amazing little gift. Thank you. No, it's like, here. I want you to wear this. You could look like a clown. Oh, fuck. God damn it. Son of a shit.
My God.
Oh my god. That's hilarious. That's hilarious. Oh my god. Dr. Scotty, Porning Quest. Wow. Wow.
Wow.
That's a bit far. Okay. All right. Ain't nobody do nothing like that. All right. Ain't nobody do nothing like
Dark Angelic says, make out gifts to the CMoney mustard loop fund.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
That's hilarious.
That is hilarious. That is hilarious.
Oh man.
Oh my god. That was funny. But yes, okay. This, like, again, to be clear, the reason I want to do this is not necessarily about him in particular, right? It's not about Moon Studios in particular. What I'm trying to point out is we had a conversation about how the fuck would anybody get in bed with Sony again after seeing all this shit. And this is to show you that these motherfuckers see it, right? They don't exist in a bubble, okay, where nobody's seeing this shit happen. Other studios, other developers, other publishers are staring at this. You don't think these big publishers look at Square's lack of success on a PlayStation platform as an exclusive? You don't think they look at that shit and say, oh man, you know, I can't do that shit. We'll screw ourselves. Like, you don't think they look at themselves and think that they should not do that, right? I mean, let's be real. Like, when a big company, when a bigger company puts a game into Game Pass, for instance, directly day and date, or if it's they're making it an exclusive for PlayStation, right? They're doing that because they don't think the game is gonna succeed enough. So they rather take a bag for it, right? So for instance, I'll use Capcom for Xbox side, right? That Path of the Goddess, that weird game that we saw that I said had a bit of a downgrade or
Yes.
whatever, that is going day and date in Game Pass. But Capcom also makes Resident Evil, and that did not go day and date in Game Pass, right? The reason they did that is because they knew Path of the Gods is a weird type of game, and they're like, the best chance it has is for us to get a bag and get that exclusive exposure, right? And it's not exclusive to Xbox, but it's, you know what I'm saying? It's going into Game Pass day one,
I mean,
which gives it a higher
it's
profile.
guaranteed that anyone in Game Pass will at least see the game. And anyone who would not have purchased the game may freaking try it. And if they are confident, right? Yes, it is about getting that bag, but it's also about confidence, right? This is not the type of games that we make. We're taking a risk. Let's go ahead. If they're confident in the game, right? Let's go ahead, put the game in Game Pass. Let's grab that bag and have people talk about it. And I mean, that's what this does. And that's what it's such a big deal. It's such a big deal to have Game Pass around. It's
Agreed.
wild.
100%. But that's what that's for. And then that's the same reason why the people are putting Rise of the Ronin on PlayStation. That game looks ass.
It does.
It looks like a PlayStation 3 game. It's not exciting for me. I'm sorry. I know y'all desperate, right? I know the ponies are desperate, and these Xbox dudes who are hyping that shit up, they're super desperate. They need to play a game on their PlayStation, right? So they're so pumped for it. The game doesn't look good. Facts. This
it's
is just what it is.
wild
It
to
looks
the
old as fuck.
idea of anyone being excited, anyone Xbox being excited about a game coming out on PlayStation that's again, like you said, listen, we have footage. We made a video of ponies flipping out because that game is not to standards. And so
Fact.
if it's not good enough or acceptable when you get a raw reaction from a pony, like what in the hell are Xbox fans
Yeah.
excited about?
And just like you said, to be clear, that's not
Yes,
only us. We're literally talking about PlayStation people. PlayStation
that's the thing.
fans lost
That's
their
the thing.
shit when they saw how whack that game looks. They have understand, Ghost of Tsushima is on PlayStation 4, and Ghost of Tsushima looks better than that Rise to the Ronin bullshit, right? So again, I'm not saying that if you are excited for it, that is a bad thing. No, go do you. It's your money. You want to waste it on nonsense. That's your choice, right? So there's no problem there. But I am saying that that shit looks garbage, okay? And I have no desire to play it. If it came to Game Pass, I would download it. Okay. Would I play it? That's a whole different question. I'll download it. I don't know if I would play it. But it's just not there, right? But that's why they're giving it to PlayStation as an exclusive.
Mhm.
Understand that do not believe in your mind that Xbox didn't have the opportunity to make that game exclusive if it so chose. They just didn't want to.
That's the thing.
They
That's the
passed
biggest
right
thing.
over that
I
shit.
think we are, and that's where I was going with this whole GTA situation. GTA is if it goes to PlayStation, it's because Phil let it happen. I think we're all aware that we live in a world in which Xbox can go out there and do what they want when they want it, and it's a choice. It's an option.
Facts.
All options are available and everything is possible when you have deep pockets.
Agreed. 150%. Now, again, remember, man, this the whole point of this is that we're showing that these other studios see it. Again, you see Dr. Scotty over here bringing it back, but it's a real thing. This speaks to Insomniac's unprecedented message as well. Says after all these years, they finally get hit with layoffs, and it's under Sony that it happens. Make this make sense to me. Insomniac Studios, Insomniac Games, whatever their name is, Insomniac, right? They have been independent for years and years and years. They've worked with PlayStation in an exclusive capacity for a long time. Then they stopped because they realized what? What did they realize? That PlayStation was not enough. The games weren't selling over there in a meaningful way. Okay. So they left working exclusively for PlayStation, started doing multi platform games, and went ahead and got in bed with Xbox. Now, Xbox, unfortunately, at the time when Insomniac released his game, was being hit with the Xbox tax the hardest it ever has. That's when 2013 happened. 2014 is when Sunset Overdrive happened, and it was a shitstorm for Xbox. So that is the reason why that game didn't do that great. But even then, with all those situations, they never had to let anyone go. Now they get bought by the Brokeback Station, and after carrying PlayStation 5 on their backs, releasing the most amount of games than any other studio has for one platform for PlayStation 5, the only studio who's released that many games. And two things happen to them. One, they're hit. Well, actually, three things happen to them. One, they're forced to become a Marvel fucking studio, okay, to only make those types of games. Two, they're hit with layoffs, unprecedented, never done before for that studio over 30 years. And three, not only do they have to have layoffs, but it's not just layoffs, they literally have to kill the Ratchet and Clank team,
That's
which is
freaking
also the
wild.
Jack and Daxter team.
Yo, that's the PlayStation where things go to die. This is insane, dude. They are, but this is the problem. They're not going down on their own. Like they're going down and they are just disintegrating everything. They're going ahead and they are slapping up these studios with like they're sucking out their creativity, what makes them unique. Like, it's like fucking COVID. PlayStation's like fucking COVID. They're out there spreading and just killing everything. It's really sad. I want to give a shout out to TJ. Welcome, TJ. Thank you for
Throwing
rocking with us,
TJ
baby.
in the building. What's good, fam?
Let's
Thank you for being
go.
here, brother.
It's just it's really it's a sad situation. And again, when you want to think as difficult as it is to deal with the layoffs, I also think that the people that are left in there are going through it, dude. Like
Absolutely.
that's a big deal.
Absolutely. Well, of course, because dude, people they known for 30 years are gone now.
Mhm.
The bread and butter, dude. The studio that made them, like the group that made Insomniac anything from the
And
beginning.
that's what shows you that nothing is off the table
With Sony, hell no.
with PlayStation and Sony. Like nothing is off the table. Everything if they were touched by this mess, everything's up for grabs. Anything can
Facts.
happen. No one has enough value over there to kind of just
And
rock.
and to be clear, Insomniac never fucked up. Every game they made was of a good caliber, right? I'm not impressed with Spider-Man 2, but I was with Spider-Man 2018. Spider 2018 was great.
Well,
Spider-Man
that was
20
that
the
I feel like that was before things really kicked
Well,
in
it
and
was their
started getting
first they
rough,
were
right?
making something from the ground up,
Mhm.
right? So because they were able to make, they were able to succeed with that and do something special. But then we know Sony's broke as fuck. So instead of going ahead and saying, "Hey, Insomniac, you did so well. Here's money, the $300 million to really do something special." And I don't think that that's what happened.
No,
I don't
no.
think that that's what happened. I think they said, "Fucking reuse as much as you can, and then just do whatever with the rest." Like, they were just trying to keep costs down as much as possible. It's crazy. It's stupid,
And
and,
it's wild for
it's
them to go
upsetting.
ahead and release a game with so many freaking bugs. It had to be tough for them. You think about, what how they didn't care. PlayStation didn't care about their freaking image when they went ahead and did this, but it's like these studios that are like devalued by looking stupid out there. Like they can't put a game together. And that's the thing. I think we know who like we know Naughty Dog, we know Insomniac, we know what they can do, we know what they can deliver. We know that this is all an effect. This is the PlayStation effect.
Facts.
This is what's happening.
Dr. Scotty adds, and 4, all their shit gets leaked. That too. That too. 100%. So now
All
on top of
everything
that,
gets leaked and PlayStation doesn't wanna pay to go ahead and keep things under
well,
wraps. I
for
get
sure.
why they can't. They don't have I personally, they didn't have the money to go ahead and spend, and there's no guarantee that you'll go ahead and it feels like the damage was already done, but it's just it's wild because we would expect for Phil to go ahead and pay up the $1,000,000 or whatever they were asking for to go ahead and protect the studios and the privacy of their developers.
Nope, they
We
didn't
would
even wanna
expect
pony
that.
up.
Mhm.
They didn't
And
wanna
and
do it.
everything, it was just understood. Well, the hackers already have the information. Why pay if they can potentially just kind of be tricking them? Again, that was not the only hack that took place last year.
Yeah. I mean, it's
Listen,
just
as
what
a
it is, dude.
consumer, you put your credit card number in there and you are at risk.
100%. You can't have dude, nobody should trust Sony. That's just the reality of what it is. It's it's sad and it's crazy. Look, even Dark Angelic, man, he says it. Insomniac is in an abusive relationship with
Mhm.
Sony. They're being slave driven and yet still getting people laid off.
Absolutely.
Like, that's wild.
Absolutely.
Imagine how many people were crunching and trying to get that job done, the game done. And then you finish, and instead of a congratulations, go on vacation,
Here.
it's congratulations, you're fired.
Yep. You're fired, and here get to doing the next thing I want you to
Dude,
do.
you
I
can
can't
see that the
imagine the
trend
work
is
conditions.
continuing, bro. Yo, Wolverine should be a blank slate game. Wolverine should be a blank slate
I
game. You
agree
should go to
100%.
Insomniac and say, "All right, go make Wolverine. Start from the beginning. Make unique shit. Make it work. Don't fucking go and start with Spider-Man, who fucking has no relationship to fucking Wolverine. He
Yeah.
doesn't move like him. He doesn't act like him. He doesn't do
There
anything
should be
like him, bro."
absolutely no connection, and you know the studio can go ahead and work and deliver something unique and special. You are correct. They should have went to them and said, "Listen, tell me what you can do. Show me what you can do. Go ahead, make a special freaking game to deliver to our consumers." No, that's not the thought. The thought is go ahead, figure out how much you can possibly use. Let's go ahead and maximize this situation so that we can squeeze out as much money as possible from the money we've already spent.
Dude,
I mean,
why
come on.
is Wolverine climbing up buildings?
You can't make
Why
this
is
shit up, bro.
Wolverine cowering up on a phone line, crouching? Ooh, ooh, ooh,
Looking
ooh.
like he's about to take a massive dump every step of the way, like he's
What are
out
we
there or
talking about?
constipated. I don't
Why
know.
are
I'm
we
concerned for
sneaking around the
Wolverine.
house?
Does he have back problems? Is it the stomach? What's happening to Wolverine?
Like, the only thing that I can hope in my heart is that that fucking game is what we saw was them just thinking of ideas or some shit.
You
But
know,
it doesn't
and
look it because it looks like there's fucking work, there's voice work. They already like put animation in there. They're fucking showing a whole bunch of different shit. Like, dude, it's
naturally you would think
crazy.
that, right? Because you think of GTA, and when everything leaked, you were like, it was kind of like, okay, well, you feel like, all right, we know what they can do. This is not like it wasn't even a concern. But when this comes from PlayStation, and we saw the layout, we saw how they're trying to break out the next Spider-Man to see how they can maximize that profit. I get it's such a mind fuck because you get the situation they're in. They don't have the money. But it should not be at the expense of the studios and the consumer. You should not be out there trying to figure out how to trick everyone into you moving forward. That's not it. That's not the fucking mentality.
Agreed.
That's not what should be figured out. What you should be figuring out is, okay, let's come on, just like Xbox did, let's focus on the core. Let's focus. Let's do it right. And then as shit continues, we'll figure out how to move on from there. They went into panic mode. Let's go ahead. Let's make this. Let's make that. Let's buy this. Let's buy that. You don't have the money to do so. And now
Insomniac.
everything is suffering from it.
Just look at their roadmap. It's all bullshit. It's all the same shit. Yo, Venom, they're literally just gonna take Venom from Spider-Man
Spider-Man.
2. They're
Yep.
gonna take that same fucking world and they're just gonna splatter this fucking guy in there and
And
make
the
another
crazy
story.
thing is, you look forward to what's next normally because we're sitting here, and to us, see money personally, God of War it felt flat. My problem with it as well is the fact that inconsistency. I rather have a flat out 8, right, graphically in games than to go ahead and have moments of 10, moments of 4, moments in between.
Every
Just
game
give
they
me,
have does that, dude.
yes, every
Every game.
single fucking game. The same thing happened with Spider-Man 2. Come
Yep.
on, have some consistency. Work on the things that you know have worked for you. Focus on that, make them well. That's not what they did.
But they're
They
being forced
spread
to do this
all
shit.
over the
They're being
freaking place.
forced to go and become a Marvel studio. Just like this dude right here, Thomas Muller from Moon Studio. He said he wanted to always make his own luck. They either rise or fall in their own hands, not based on shareholders. They wanted to have their own path to chart. Look at what they're doing. They went from Ori and the Will of the Wisp, and the first one, both Oris. They did both Oris, and then Now they're making this other fucking completely different game, something wicked, some bullshit. It's a third part, like an isometric top-down view game, completely different, completely different. But they are able to do that. Insomniac wants to be able to do that, but they can't. Okay, they can't. And I could tell you right now, if they were enthusiastic before, if they were pumped before the leaks and before the firing, I tell you right now, they're not anymore. I promise you, these motherfuckers are in there like, are you fucking shitting me? We're making these fucking games that we don't even want to make, that we're being forced to make, and the only creative outlet we have, which was Ratchet and Clank, that's gone. Now we just have to live here doing this job like a fucking factory worker.
Yeah.
Same
Again,
thing
that is
day in
not
day
the
out
way
for the rest of our
developers
lives.
work, man.
Come on, man. This is their creative studio, bro. They made Sunset Overdrive one of the most creative, dope ass games that have been released. And now they're subject to just being a fucking line worker.
And I can't
Come on, man.
imagine what can possibly come from Naughty Dog after Factions got canceled. I can't.
Dude,
Um,
that's crazy.
Philly Gangsta, welcome.
Philly Gangster, the homie. First of all, dope ass fucking profile pic.
Absolutely.
Spawn is the
Yes.
shit. We need a fucking real third person AAA fucking Spawn game,
Get
man.
it.
Spawn is the shit. Says God of War Ragnarok was just DLC, not a sequel. Absolutely. 100%.
I
We're
agree
being
with you.
generous by saying the
Yep.
second one.
Copy and
It's
paste.
literally copy and paste, bro. We have it. I'm not, this is why, and understand, I need you guys to understand, when we say it, it hits different because we have the shit. I invested in this shit. I spent the money on this shit. There's a play. You can see the fucking PSVR 2 behind Doodle. You see the Spider-Man PlayStation right next to her. What you can't see is right in front of me. I have a Spider-Man fucking PlayStation right there. Right. I have the fucking Spider-Man 2, 2 copies of this fucking game. Like we invest in this shit. So when I see that
God
I
of War
bought God of
too
War
is-
because I
oh.
fucking like God of War 2018, even though it was bloated as fuck, and I did want to just get to the end
Yes, I
halfway through it,
remember.
I still enjoyed it and I still enjoyed the story. Meanwhile, I buy the new fucking one. I play it for a little while. And I mean, I play for, I don't know, a good amount of time. I put hours into it, but it's like, I'm done. It's whack. I kept hoping that it was going to pull me in, that it was going to get better. It's not. It's not. It looks the same. I don't want to fucking play a game years later and have it look the fucking same. That's not this industry. This industry needs to move fucking forward. But they keep being broke bitches and showing us the same shit and just scooping it together. The only way that works is if it's the year later. Okay? If this was a DLC a year after God of War 2018, then I would say that's
I
justified.
get it.
A
I
year
get it. They
later,
were just
they spruce it up a little
continuing their
bit.
work.
No problem.
Mhm.
But a full cycle of development, they showed us this game in 2020 when they did the announced trailers for the shit. It was at the end, coming next year, 2021.
And that, my friend, is the
Come on, man.
frustration.
It's the
That
same
is
bullshit,
the
dude.
freaking
It's the same
problem.
bullshit.
And that is why it's so upsetting to hear any type of grief given to freaking Xbox when we're getting nothing but a lump of shit thrown on our faces and then we're being charged for it.
Fucking
Come
charge for it,
on,
bro.
get the fuck
Fucking
out
charge
of
for it.
here. Get out of here with that shit. Shout out to Twitter. We have almost 300 people listening in from Twitter. Thank you, guys.
That's awesome, man. Thank you
Thank
for
you.
listening. And again, feel free to come and be a part of the chat. I don't know if they can see, they can't see the chat, but we can see when they chat, so we can still talk to them.
Yes, or come on
Or
in.
talk to you guys, or if you come into the
Come on
YouTube to
in.
talk more. But definitely
Leave a like,
appreciate you
share the
guys.
link. That'll be awesome.
Absolutely.
So
Let-
Double M says, will we even see a Naughty Dog game this generation?
I doubt it.
I doubt it,
If
man.
it comes,
I don't think so.
it'll be on the last year. If it comes, they'll do the same thing that they did with Last of Us on PlayStation 3. They'll squeeze one in. The same thing they did with Last of Us Part 2 on PlayStation 4. Literally the year that the next game, the next console releases, that's when they'll come. if we see a Naughty Dog game, it'll be them.
And you know what's wild? We know Naughty Dog, we know the games that they make. Would I'm not sure I
I'm
would
not
be
excited.
nervous.
I'm not
I would
excited.
be nervous. That's what's
Y'all
crazy.
know that I love Naughty Dog.
Mhm.
I'm not even excited for whatever they're working on. I'm not. I'm not.
And
Until
that's
I
the
see it,
problem.
fucking see it, I'm not excited. And
And
that's
even
crazy
then,
because I
I
love
still
that
it's like,
studio.
man, that's it's why it's your favorite freaking PlayStation studio, bro. Rightfully
Facts.
so. They're freaking
Facts.
amazing.
They were. They
And
were.
it's wild to go ahead and that's why it was so mind-blowing. Freaking like Bungie. No, you know what? Factions not good enough. Hold that back. Okay, no problem. I don't understand the lack of leadership that's taking place over at PlayStation. I don't get it. I don't know. I don't know.
It's crazy. The homie Dark and Jelly, man. Thank you, brother, for being here. Appreciate you, man. Says, thank you for that $2 super chat. Says
Thank you so
Sony
much,
gets
love.
payoffs while their studio gets layoffs.
Woo!
Bars.
You ain't lying,
Fucking
bro.
bars, bro. Fucking bars, dude.
Wild.
The
It's
homie Big
true.
Boy Mike, man. Thank you,
Big
bro, for
boy
being here. Thank you for
in
that
the
$2 super
building.
chat. Says PlayStation's fragrance is smelling like mustard.
That is the right
Facts.
way to talk about mustard, baby.
That's
Let's go.
100% bars, bro. That's 100% bars. And then you got the homie Duke Togo, man. Thank you, brother,
Let's
for being here. Thank you for being
go.
a member for 2 months, man.
Member
We
for 2
appreciate you.
months. Thank you so
Says
much.
there was a time when Insomniac would make a new IP every gen. Spiral, Ratchet, Resistance, Sunset Overdrive. Now they're pretty much a Marvel factory. That's what's sad, bro. Yo, Resistance, they have that in this day and age, in this world. Resistance would kick ass, bro. You make a big budget fucking Resistance game? Are you shitting me? That shit would kick ass. But of course, they got fucking bought by Brokeback Station and they don't make shit anymore. And now they're only making these Marvel games, which fucking they can't even afford to have this IP, bro. They can't even afford to have the license from Marvel. There's too much money for them, bro. They barely breaking even on these things, man. It's crazy. It's crazy how embarrassing it is that this is the PlayStation that we have. This was the top dog, right? How the king is fucking fallen,
The
bro.
king has fallen to his knees.
Yo,
It's wild, dude.
it's true, bro.
Listen, and it's all up to Phil. It's all up to Phil. It is all up to his team to say off with their head. That's wild.
Absolutely, dude. It's crazy. It's crazy. I'm not
Thank you
even
for
like,
refreshing Twitter.
yes, yes, yes. Um, yeah, I was confused when I saw the numbers, but they're there.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, it's wild. It's wild and it's sad. You got Jonas the dad says
Jonas the
PlayStation
dad.
for the layoffs.
For the
God damn.
Yo,
Other
there's
Zig,
so much marketing going around.
I
Not
know.
positive,
I know.
but
It's
so
wild.
much.
The homie Other Zinc. PlayStation is like COVID.
It
Laughing my ass
freaking
off.
is, bro. You
Yo,
already know.
it's fucking true, man. Go Paul, man. The homie
Go,
says
go.
PlayStation running on fumes now. It's just business and nothing lasts forever. And Microsoft is a juggernaut. A juggernaut. Listen, I much rather have I started from the bottom, now I'm here, than I was there, but now I'm at the bottom. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, I think that if it's not there, they've grabbed those freaking shovels, they dug deep, and there they go. All the PlayStation CEOs, everybody just jumping in the hole.
Yep.
It is
The
sad
homie
and
Big Boy Mike
pathetic.
says no
Big boy
studio
Mike.
in the future should let Sony buy them.
Absolutely.
Dude, listen,
Absolutely, man.
the only way you do that is if you're looking for a way out. So you have this studio, you're like, yo, I need to get out of this industry. I'm done. You let them buy you, you take the money and you go. Just like fucking Deviation Studios. We didn't mention it, but the owners bounced after a year or so. Like they left. They were like, we're good. We're good. We see that was the before and after, right? Before they were like, oh man, we see how the inner workings work. This is amazing. Then they actually started working with them and they're like, oh shit, we see how the inner workings work. We're fucking out.
You
We're
know,
fucking out.
I love this comment and it's so true, Big Boy Mike. I feel
Facts.
like right now, right now you look at that video and you're like, shame on PlayStation, shame on Sony, from Deviation, right? And then you moving forward is shame on anyone who trusts them for not doing the research, for not thinking it through. Like the tables will turn into shame on you for believing them in their bullshit. At this point, you're better off making a smaller game, being on your own, trying to make it on your own, than to go ahead and go down with the ship at PlayStation's mercy.
Facts.
I mean, if you're gonna die out on your own terms.
Agreed. 150%. 150%. The homie Jacob Novik says we always talk about Spider-Man 2's budget was 300 million, but we never seem to talk about that Sony is said to spend as much money as they do in budget to market the game. Well, that's
Well,
100% it,
that's the
man.
other downfall, and again, ties right back to freaking Phil and how they're taking their time. When you really think about it, you see what they're doing. They're waiting for Call of Duty. They're waiting to have all these games that we know that releasing this freaking year, over 10 games that are gonna go ahead and hit freaking Game Pass is such a freaking big deal. I just this is the thing. They go around acting as if they are bigger than they are. This has been PlayStation's default. They've had everyone, the media out there in their freaking pockets, blowing them, and they spend so much money just promoting Spider-Man. What a slap to the face. What a slap to
Right.
the face what has happened with their sales. But it is true, Jacob. They spend a lot of freaking money, not just on the games. When they go ahead and they start marketing, I mean, that's when it all goes to die.
Fucking true.
And we've said it before. I do feel like if right now it would be like throwing money out the window for Xbox to go out there and start marketing. I think they need to wait till the
Yeah, they
fall,
need the
till the
big game.
holidays kick in.
They got the big
They
game
know
to
what they're doing. That
push.
new console coming out 2026, bro,
It's going down, bro.
it's
The
going
homie Duke
down.
Togo, man,
Duke, what's up, baby?
says, "Thank you for all the work you put into the game. Here's your pink slip."
Here's your pink slip. Walk
Facts.
out.
Facts. Dave Reezy says, "Wherever Jim Ryan visits your department, that's when you put in applications and your 2 weeks notice ahead of time." Yo,
Oh my God. Thanks for the reminder. That freaking party, that retirement party
that
that
was
they
wild.
threw for
That was
Jimmy Jim.
wild. London
Jimmy Jim
studio.
does not disappoint when it comes to doing sneaky and shady shit. This guy will go down in history as the biggest fucking snake.
Facts.
Wild.
Facts indeed. Gogo Paul, he agrees with us, man, with Wolverine, bro. So stupid. Wolverine's like a feral animal, hairy. Yeah, he's like he's not. I don't know. They really
It's
doing
not
bullshit.
Wolverine, man. I would think Hugh Jackman would disagree.
Yeah, agree. Oh shit. Dev Leopard says Wolver Cube incoming. Oh shit. That's hilarious. That's fucking hilarious. Oh my god. Um Dave Reason says Wolverine looks like the Hunchback of Notre Dame.
Oh my God,
He's an unhealthy
yes!
diet of glizzies and mustard.
Yo! Yes! Yo, that's what if that's what they were going for, accomplished.
Yo,
Absolutely.
that's wild, man. That's wild. Um, Look at this. It's true, man. Look, says Duke Togo says crazy thing how Naughty Dog will release a new game every 2 years during the PS3 generation. Uncharted 2007, Uncharted 2 2009, Uncharted 3 2011, Last of Us 2013. And now they literally have not made a game this generation. They have not made a game. And last generation, they made 2 games. They made Uncharted 4 and Last of Us Part 2. So if you think about it, they did 3 for PlayStation 3, 2 for PlayStation 4, and so far 0 for PlayStation 5. The one that they would have released got canceled, which Honestly, think about this for a second. If you're one of those people who think, "Oh, no, but they'll have something soon." When a studio is working on a game and they're getting close to release, everybody's working on that. And now that game is gone. So now they're back to square one, sorting things out. You heard Neil Druckmann in that interview. He said he knows the next game is going to be hard. Going to be hard. He knows it's going to
What
be.
does that mean,
Going means that
C-Money?
they even haven't
Going.
started that shit yet.
Going. He knows that it's going to be
That they're
hard.
just doing pre-production right now. They haven't even started the real production yet.
And I can listen, I don't think that it's going to be hard because they lack creativity. I don't think that it's going to be hard because they can't do it. Again, look at that resume that Duke has put together for us, right? Look at that resume.
Yep.
They know what they're doing. This is an amazing studio. It's really sad.
Well, they were an amazing studio during this time, but Gogol Pole points this out, man, and it's true. Naughty Dog lost a lot of that talent. People don't like to mention it, but it's true. It's the reality. And this is the thing, your studio is only as good as the people who you have in it.
absolutely.
And
Absolutely.
if you're losing all of your talent, what do you have left?
What's
That's why
left?
you
The
think I
name?
said that's why I said I don't know. I'm sorry. That's why I said I'm not excited.
No.
I'm not excited for whatever they have coming. I have
Nervous.
I'm I'm indifferent.
Mhm.
It's even worse.
Well,
I don't care. I don't care until I see something that gets me excited. I'm not even thinking about them, bro.
I'm nervous for the outcome. I'm nervous for the team. I feel genuinely bad for the people that are still there working with PlayStation. I really do. It's I mean,
Yeah, man. Yeah, that's just what it is, bro. It's fucking ridiculous, dog. Like it's crazy. What happened?
quote of the day. It's gonna be
Going
hard.
to be hard, all capital.
Donnie
Of
B. What's up,
course.
baby?
Of course. Oh my god.
Oh, Sunrash says next Naughty
Naughty Dog
Dog
game,
game
Uncharted remake.
Uncharted remake.
Oh yeah, they're gonna remake all that shit. And when I say they don't release games, I'm talking about something new, right? Of course, they've released a whole bunch of remakes and bullshit. Um, but that's just the reality, man. Is bullshit. Google Poll says Brokeback Station. I can't quit you. Say the ponies. That's hilarious, yo. Jacob Novik says, small rumor that aired a while ago. Media Molecules Dreams had a dream port for PlayStation 5 and PC 100% done, but Sony was like, nah, cancel it. I mean, Media Molecules about to be canceled. Like, they're the next ones out the door, bro. They haven't done shit. They haven't done shit of value at all since the last time they made a Little Big Planet. I'm
That's
sorry,
wild.
dreams came and went, right? Yes, it served its purpose. Some people made games or little things on there, but that's it. It came and then it stopped being in the conversation. Doesn't matter what was capable of being done if nobody's using it. And why do I need to use a game if I'm really good at making games? Why do I need to jump through all hoops to use your shit to make games when I could just go download Unreal Engine 5 and do the same shit that I could actually use everywhere I want? It was a stupid fucking idea, and it was a waste of life.
Doing well.
No, it's true. Duke Togo says 260 on Twitter and 140 on YouTube. You guys will pass the Iron Lords before you know it.
Oh,
Oh man,
thank you, baby.
Iron Lords are the shit. Appreciate you,
Yes,
man.
they are.
Um, Duke Togo says, whenever Doodle smiles while looking at the chat, I always think, uh-oh, what did she see this time? That's exactly what happens. She always does that while I'm reading something or saying something. And then it's like, well,
You guys
fuck
know
what I
me.
just said. What did you see? Okay, tell me now. Double M says it's time for Sony to start making electric cars.
Yo,
Oh my god.
who will buy these cars?
Oh my god, that's hilarious. Um, but yeah, guys, listen, it's wild what's been going on. But this is what it is, man. This is the reality of what it is. PlayStation is slowly dying. Again, I'm the way I see it,
It's been a slow death.
they're
It
literally
has
already been
gradually
lowered
happened.
into the ground. Okay. The the hole has been dug. They've been lowered.
They've been
And
throwing bodies in
well,
there,
what's
left and
happening
right.
now is this is just every time we hear another thing is just another scoop of dirt that they're throwing down onto the coffin. It's crazy. And it's ridiculous that this is even a thing, but the reality is that Microsoft, I promise you, they tricked the court. They made the court believe that no, that was in jest. We don't want that to happen. No, I promise you, Matt Booty, the fucking gangster, was 100% being honest as to what they were going to do. They were going to spend them out of business.
Yo.
It has taken place. They are, for all intents and purposes, out of business this year.
Mhm.
This year, they are not functioning as a company.
Are not.
The
They're
box
shut the
is sitting
fuck
there alone.
down. This is what's wild is someone that has so much freaking swag. Matt Booty, the list is out there of everything they've thought about, right? Every studio out there that they can go and snatch up. It was written, let's spend them out of business. And he sat there and said, nah, that was from 3 years ago.
We're just
That's
joking.
we're just joking you.
Mas puto.
Mas puto.
But that's what it did.
Yo,
He
that's
did it.
wild.
And they are doing that, fam. I'm telling you, KT the Goat said it, and you know, if you've been listening to this channel, we've been saying it forever.
For a long
PlayStation,
time.
the only chance for survival is to be purchased by a big bank.
Yep.
Either Apple or Amazon is the only chance. Google doesn't want, and maybe Google does. Google might be in if they're going to get the platform, right? Maybe they will. So either one of them will
I
have
think
to
Google
come in
was
and buy
spooked the
them.
fudge out
Yeah, well,
by
Microsoft already bitched them out.
yes, by
They bitched them out big
Microsoft.
time. Um,
Absolutely. They
but that's
freaking
the only chance.
ran for them streets.
It literally is the only chance that PlayStation has to survive. There is no one game that can save them. There is
Absolutely
no
not.
year that can save them. The boxes don't play themselves.
Nope. And I think the moment they released Spider-Man 2, they realized that's when it became
Yes.
concrete for them.
If
That's when they
Spider-Man can't
said,
do it,
yes, if
nothing
Spider-Man
else will.
cannot do it, that's when it became very clear to them there is no one game that can save us. It doesn't
Nope.
matter if we shave off everything else and just stick to this one. It's not guaranteed that any game that we go ahead and make will go ahead and sell. And
That's the
when they
reason.
look at that trajectory and they see the amount of studios that Xbox has, the amount of games that they'll be
They're
pumping
having their
out,
Google moment right now.
yo, are you
They're
kidding
having their
me?
Google moment right now. Google saw them buy Bethesda at $8
And they
billion
ran,
and said, if that's
ran.
what you got to spend to compete, we're out.
We are out. We're
PlayStation was like,
done.
oh, this is cool. No worries. Bethesda, no
We're here
biggie.
dancing,
But
celebrating our
then
nominations, right?
now they bought ABK and spent $80 billion. And PlayStation looked at that and said, yo, if that's what I have to spend, I'm out. That's what that they are literally in that place right now. Somebody said it before that's why they're doing all these games as a service because they're trying to market themselves to be sold. That's the only salvation. Again, do the math and show me another way. Outside of them just being a box, right? They can survive. Like I told you guys, they'll survive forever as a box, as a third party box. Yeah, sure, people will buy it there, but less and less every year. People will start to stop buying their boxes and start going to Xbox if they want a console. Because if you're only going to give me third party games, then I don't need you.
Absolutely. Just like that PlayStation 3 time has kind of
If you're only
is
going
dead
to give
and
me
gone.
Xbox games that I have to buy versus just being on Xbox to get Game Pass, then I don't need you. Sorry, it just came in my head. Sorry for cutting you off. Go ahead,
I
baby.
didn't even hear what you said. What did you say?
I said that it just came into my head, so I apologize. I know I just blurted it out. But if a PlayStation person who's looking at it, I told you there's going to be less and less sold, and if they look at it and say, if I can only get Xbox games from you that I have to buy, so if being on PlayStation means I get those 4 games and I have to buy them, then I don't need you. I could just go to Xbox, right? Like that's the road
Yeah.
that they're on.
I mean, that is exactly what they're on. The PlayStation that once used to be is dead and gone, and the PlayStation that we're looking at right now doesn't really exist for those that still have those blindfolds on. That PlayStation that corner themselves into a certain type of game, that's dead too. That's dead too. They cannot keep up with their own doing. And that's the
100%.
sad reality. And it's only a
150%.
matter of time as PlayStation continues to promote Xbox on their box, right? And as we continue to see these third-party games coming into Game Pass and people start figuring out what in life Game Pass is, and once people start learning math, right? And doing those numbers right, it just makes sense to become a part of the Xbox ecosystem.
Is the only answer.
It's the only way.
Is the only answer that makes sense, 150%. Go Paul, the homie,
Go,
man.
go,
Thank you,
Paul.
brother, for
Thank
being
you
here.
so
Thank you for that $5
much.
super chat. Says, keep up the good work. Thank
Oh,
you, brother.
thank you,
Appreciate you,
love.
man.
Thank you so
The
much.
homie Mark, man. Thank
Mark
you, brother,
in
for
the
being here.
building.
And
Thank
thank you so much for
you.
that $20 super chat, man. It says,
Absolutely. Thank you.
great show.
Thank
Don't
you.
know how you feel, but I gave up on pre-ordering games due to issues at launch. Final Fantasy Rebirth performance mode looks horrible. If enough games are released with issues, it will not help sales. End of story.
Absolutely.
You're 100% right.
Absolutely.
I honestly don't know when was the last time I pre-ordered a game that was not like collector's edition. Those are the ones that get me because I
Yes.
don't want it to sell out.
Elden Ring, you just pre-ordered because that collector's edition is
Yeah,
freaking gorgeous.
yeah.
But yeah, like a game like Starfield is so anticipated. You're waiting for it, excited. But yeah, I agree with you. I because even with Spider-Man too, we waited, right? We had the game, but we waited. We heard about all the bugs and all the crap going on. It's like it's not let's try to have the if we're gonna play it, let's have the best experience possible. So we held off quite a bit,
And then it was still
and
whack.
it was still not up to par. It's
100%.
unfortunate, but there are too many options out there. Too many games are being released for us to be like the guinea pigs to go ahead and try something out when it may not be ready or it may not be done.
Agreed
Unless it's sitting
150%.
there pretty in Game Pass, and it's like, "Alright, well, why not?" Even that, there's so many freaking games to play. I don't know if you guys have hopped into Fortnite. Man, that new
Ooh.
freaking season is on fire, baby.
Yo, we have been going wild on
Yes,
Fortnite, yo. Wild on Fortnite. Yeah, the first night that everything was jacked up, like you couldn't get in. Um,
we
we
got
spent the
in
whole day doing it, but
after the
we got
stream,
yeah,
yeah.
we did like a 5-hour stream on Friday, and then we finally got in. And yeah, we played till 5 in the morning
Yep.
our time,
It's
which
wild.
is
It's so good. It's so fun. They're so freaking creative. And look at them finding ways around. They went with this mythical, not having to pay for licenses. You know what I mean? I mean, Fortnite's out there trying to find a way. And these characters are just stunning. It's crazy the skins that they've released, and now they even have freaking beach houses for their Lego world
they
that you
do.
can purchase. Yo,
They do, bro. It's
wild.
crazy. It's crazy that they are finding they have cars that they sell. They have the Lego sets now that they're gonna sell or that they're
The
selling. They have the
music.
music packs that they have. They have
They're
the
making
instruments that
instruments.
they have.
Yo,
It's like, fam, they are nonstop, dude. They
yep.
are nonstop. That's why I'm telling you my prediction. I think Microsoft will eventually own
They
them.
have to. It would make me feel listen, I would I'm gonna admit it. I was a freaking mess. I was a freaking mess when I couldn't get into Fortnite. I'm like, yo, didn't they start this up at like 3 a.m.? On what was it, Thursday night going into Friday? Yes. So it was like 3 a.m. on Friday that they were gonna go ahead and get started, 2 a.m. And morning has come and we can't get into Fortnite? Like, what is going on? Afternoon hit. I'm like, oh, we got a problem here. I'm gonna need Xbox to buy them, so I'm not stressing. Even though, like, still, it's nerve wracking to not have access to Fortnite. It's freaking wild. It is
Facts.
so dope, man. Those
Facts.
vaults are now empty. They don't have the weapons. They
I
have the
know.
bricks to
I
freaking
know.
hit, get your gold. Yo, the flying, those wings are insane. The thunder, that lightning thing that you just smashed that. Oh my God. You guys, you got to get in there. I could not stop because I could not stop buying characters. It was bad. I was like,
Yeah,
yo,
yeah. Honestly, it's a phenomenal, phenomenal season. The wings are so fucking dope. The lightning, crazy. Yeah, we love it. We love it. So we've been playing the shit out of it.
it's been
Um,
wild, yeah. Because then Saturday, we were like, "All right, well, we're up. Let's see if Fortnite is still available." And then
yeah,
there
well,
was
because
the
we've been playing with the kids, like they're in
yes.
like when we played for 5 hours, our daughter, and we're talking about till I'm not 5 hours, till 5 in the morning. So we played for more than 5 hours. But our daughter, our youngest 4-year-old, she waited for us. She stayed up while we streamed for 5 hours. She did not go to sleep because she wanted to play the new season of fucking Fortnite.
Yep.
And she played with us for hours before she eventually got too tired and fell asleep. Um, but it's the kids are into it, and we play upstairs now for the most part, just because the girls they want to play, so we play with them, and
It's freaking
it's
wild.
not like it's you know they they are really into it, like they're legit, like it's not us saying, hey guys, let's come play, like they talk about it, like, hey, can we play Fortnite? Let's play Fortnite. And they
That's
play,
the
like, they do
thing.
good, like,
Like, it has
they're
a
learning.
grip on the whole family. Like, it's not a,
Yeah,
"Hey, guys, you wanna do this." It's a, what's going on with Fortnite?" You know what I mean? I feel like they need to make
facts.
an app that tells you what new skins so you could just check throughout the day. You know what I'm saying? When you're busy? Like, yo, there's been or an
That
alert,
would be
a
horrible.
freaking alert. Like, guys,
That
new
would be
skins have
horrible. That
dropped.
would be horrible. That would be a problem. That would be a problem. Jonas the Dad says, "You got scalpers with hundred thousands of PlayStation
Ooh,
5 just collecting dust."
they are
Facts.
screwed.
Why So Serious says, "Google already proved that they wasn't about that life. They gave up on Stadia." Facts. Um, where is I saw this
They're not
right
about
here.
that life. They're not trying to go ahead and
Nah,
and
not at
cr
all.
and
Not at
see
all.
if spending a freaking ridiculous amount of money will go ahead and someday work out for them. Oh, that looks dope.
Yeah, that's Sea of Thieves. That's what the pony saw when they were like, "Oh, let's go pre-order it." So I figured let's watch it
The
to see
excitement. Yo, that cover
what's
is
got them going.
amazing.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
love it.
yeah. Jacob the homie says for Xbox should revive Deviation games and rehire every ex dev from that studio who wants to work still, and they should make the game Sony wanted them to make sure Sony sees what I'm
Yo,
Sony sees what it was. I'm sorry,
Jacob.
but fuck all that noise. Let them be dead because they
Oh,
should have never gotten in bed with PlayStation, fam.
oh,
And the game that they were trying to make
oh,
was a Call of Duty clone that they could not do. So
oh,
all I see is Sony dropped a bunch of people who couldn't make what they wanted them to make, and they couldn't afford to see if they can do something later.
oh.
Fuck that. You chose the wrong side, bitch. You don't go to the enemy, and then when they fucking don't want you, you fucking hope
When
that
they
we come
can't
save you.
afford to
Fuck out of here,
supply,
fam. Fuck
they
out of here.
can't
Go find some
afford the
other jobs.
supply.
Okay.
Holy
You
shit.
can individually come work for us, but don't fucking think we're gonna bring you guys back as an entity. Nah, fam.
To finish what you started for PlayStation.
Mm-mm.
We're no second-handed bitch. You know
We
what
ain't no
I'm saying?
second-handed bitch indeed.
Get the hell out of here. Damn, see.
Listen, Google Poll says, "Yeah, I like the new skins for the season, pretty good." Yeah, man,
They're
they
freaking
dope. I'm
fire.
digging it.
I love it.
Jesse B hasn't been able to play yet. I feel that.
No, you gotta get in there, Jesse.
Powerball
It's
says, "Just
insane.
got back from taking my son to GameStop to return his PlayStation 5."
Woo!
Oh, smart
See?
man. Smart
You gotta
man.
do your thing.
Big boy Mike, the homie says, "I need to play with
What's
y'all
up?
again." Man, it's we gotta
Yes!
get it together somehow, man. It's just
Absolutely,
so hard,
bro.
bro. We have like time is
Tell me,
wild.
did you get in there yet?
Did you
Tell
get
me. I can only imagine he did. He's got
Yeah,
listen, he's
I
got
saw
that
he
same
was
hype
on
that
when
we
we were
do.
playing with the girls. So I know he's in there. I
He's
know you had
gotta
to get
be.
that itch
Yeah.
scratched because that shit is so good. But we do have to figure it out, man, because
Yes. Absolutely.
it'll definitely be it's definitely fun. Um, Jesse B says Insomniac is the cash cow in that barn. They will be the last, if anything. But the problem is what is that gonna mean? You know what I'm saying? Like if they keep degrading because of the abuse, I mean, that's possible. The homie Mark, man, thank you so much. Also,
Thank
by the
you,
way,
Mark.
before I read this, just to be clear, Sony used to be a name that you would think they were able to make a studio better.
Mhm.
That working with them made the studio better, made them put out better work. And honestly, that's just not the case anymore. Um, it's just not. They don't have the ability to do shit better. If anything, all they do is close you down or cancel your game if it's not what they hope it was going to be.
That's the thing. I think they were getting too much credit when it comes to that. I don't think they were making they knew how to take advantage of situations and people that worked well and did great work, made great
Like
things.
Shuhei did
I
with God of
yes,
War 2018.
and I think that they had the somewhat the money to supply um the needs to make these type of games, and now they can't do that anymore.
Yeah,
You know what's funny? To grab onto something when you see a game like Power World and the money that goes into it, the size of the studio, and you see the profit that is bringing back in, and it's just a slap in the face to go ahead and see a company that is so greedy and wants the bag so bad, like PlayStation, to kind of put themselves in the situation that they ended up being in. Games that cannot be easily made, games that take a lot of freaking money and time and talent. And when you start trimming at that, you have nothing left.
facts. 100%. The homie Mark, thank you,
Mark,
brother, for being
baby.
here again, man. Appreciate you. Says
Thank
quality
you.
mode at 30 frames per second, especially on my OLED, is a no-go. It's fine if you stand still, but as soon as you move the camera, it's a wrap. Hell no, is nauseating. Oh yeah, that's Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth. It's trash. It's trash. I know people like it, and if you're a Final Fantasy fan, that's cool, right? You're gonna accept it however it is because you want to play the game. That's cool, but it's trash. That 30 FPS, we have an OLED too. Maybe that's the reason, but
Yeah,
you're
that's
right. As soon
possible
as you
that
start
it
walking,
enhances how bad some
blurry as
things
fuck,
really are.
and then the
Um,
performance mode is straight up Vaseline.
And there is a difference between having a passion for something or loving something and being realistic about it. You can be both. Like you can love something and acknowledge the situation that is happening or what you're getting or what is lacking and be kind of truthful about it. But in I mean you can just play ignorant and pretend that the issues aren't there.
Yeah. The homie Gun Griffin, thank you, brother, for being here. Says it's sad
Thank you,
that
baby.
Deviation Games is gone and screw Sony for stupidly killing the whole studio before their project was even in a playable state. This is the problem, man. And this is why I said it, bro. You got in bed with them. You know what I'm saying? You said, okay, Sony will come work and do the game for you. Look at what happened. But to be fair, when they started, maybe that wasn't the same Sony. We know it's a different Sony now, and that's what the ponies don't get. This is a whole different Sony. Whole different Sony. Hiroki Totoki, whoever he brings in, understand will be his mini me.
Absolutely. Same mentality.
Absolutely. And he, at the
Same
end of the day,
mentality.
is the money man. And once they put in somebody else to take this spot, the money man will decide what's going to happen because PlayStation has lost its leaders. It doesn't have gaming leaders anymore. Herman Hulse is out. He's checked out. He's checked out. He's just a name now. Motherfucker went ahead, put a note about firing everybody, and then the same day was like, I'm out here surfing with my homies. We still got our jobs. Check us out on vacation.
That's
He's nobody,
wild. Like,
bro. He's
yeah,
nobody.
he
He's
didn't
just a
even
name now.
just posting pictures.
Paint leaders,
It
bro.
was so inconsiderate, dude. And again, something to go ahead and if you are a writer to go ahead and write
Can
about
you imagine if fucking Phil
if Phil
Spencer
Spencer
posted some
pulls
shit
some
like that
shit like that,
right after
dude.
the talk about the layoffs? Come on, man. That's crazy, dude. That's
It really is.
crazy.
It's really insane.
It's so insane. But listen, at the end of the day, this is just what it is. Smitty Smith quoted you said, "We ain't no second-handed bitch." Facts.
You already know, baby, the Book of Acts.
Facts.
That line belongs there. Let's go.
Absolutely. Jacob says every new season has the downtime. The new season begins, so Epic can fix things for the season's downtime. 8 hours, then 2 hours more. Yeah, I know. It just sucks
Listen, we
when
wouldn't
you want to
know,
do it.
Jacob. Listen, you might be a little too chill with the wait, so maybe you're not as passionate about
We
Fortnite
Fortnite
as
heads out
we
here.
are.
Us Fortnite
But
heads are crazy.
us and Big Boy Mike, we out there. Like, where's my Fortnite? You know what I'm saying? So I'm glad you can
Yep.
cope with that as smoothly as you do, but not for us.
Facts, yo. Facts. Um, listen, guys. Oh, uh, Cage Feeler, man. What's good,
It's
fam?
Feeler,
Thank
what
you,
is
player.
good?
Appreciate it, man.
I
Appreciate it.
see you.
Absolutely. Uh, Jesse B says some people prefer performance. It is saddening that they obviously prioritize one over the other instead of delivering a good product on both fronts. Yeah, that's a problem. That's a problem. Um, C must have said, "LOL, you guys made me feel like I'm blind. I'm playing Rebirth in quality mode, and I think it looks good, and I think the action is fast enough in quality mode."
That's
Um,
wild.
I mean, again, everybody has their um things that you put up with, and sometimes when you love something, it's hard for you to see it. I could tell you that I have no affinity for Final Fantasy, so when I sit there and look at it, I only go based off what I see and what I hear, and when I see it, it it doesn't look good. But trust me, I know good enough is good enough for a lot of people, right? I just demand better. That's not why I have a PlayStation 5. It's supposed to push boundaries, right? With their exclusives. That's the only place that you could really expect boundaries to be pushed, right? That's the whole point of first party, right? First party is meant to push boundaries, to do things that third parties are afraid to do and really make a stake in the claim as to why this system exists. And I promise you, outside of PlayStation arbitrarily keeping the games off of PlayStation 4 at this point, that's arbitrarily. They're choosing to do that. Nothing that they have released this generation was not possible on a PlayStation 4. And since there's so few games that they actually released this generation, there is no reason to have owned this fucking PlayStation 5 as we have here. That's just what it is. But again, I'm not knocking the fact that you like it. I'm just saying that we don't like it. Hold on. Safo says, let's go. Safo says, you didn't get it for that magical SSD from Wakanda? Oh my god, no. No, we didn't. No, we didn't, man. Oh my god.
That's awesome.
We absolutely did not. Um, all right. So that being said, Zoro says PlayStation will always be trash. Well, not only will it always be trash, but um, it's more trash than it's ever been,
Than
right?
it's
You know what I'm
ever
saying? Like
been.
technically, if I rip a piece of paper out of my notebook and crumble it up, that's trash, right? But their level of trash is like when you have 6 kids and 2 of them pooping diapers, and then you take those diapers, you put that in the trash. That's the level of trash that PlayStation 5 is right now. You know what I'm saying? The level of trash has grown over time. But with that, okay, with that, guys, we're done. We're gonna shut it down. We're shutting down the building. Okay. Guys, thank you all
You
so
guys
much for
so
rocking with
much
us.
for rocking out.
What a fun show. I know we came in late, but blame daylight savings time. That's all I gotta say. They pushed us an hour forward. They messed everything up. You know what I'm saying? They're the ones. Blame them. Blame them.
Damn in Fortnite.
Damn it, Fortnite. Fortnite too. You could blame Fortnite too. You could blame Fortnite too. But guys, thank you again. We appreciate you. Remember, we are not done. Today's Sunday. This is when we start our week. We will be back here on Tuesday, 7 p.m. Eastern time with her,
Absolutely.
him, and a guest. And we will have the homie Demo Flow coming to rock with us. It's
Yes,
gonna
I'm
be
so
dope.
excited.
Definitely be here. And then absolutely do not forget Wednesday, 4 p.m. Eastern time, we have our community blowout podcast. We got 7 members of the community who are going to be rocking with us live on the show. It's going to be fire. Don't miss it. 4 p.m. Eastern time on Wednesday. And then we will be back on Friday
Ooh.
with the night shift.
Let's go,
talk
baby.
gaming.
Yes.
We got the homie Demo Flow Gaming coming by to rock
Yes.
with us. We have Hargeet Shani
Let's
coming to rock
go.
with us. And we have the homie, Mr. Boomstick XL, who hasn't
Absolutely.
been on our channel since he did his interview, which
Yes.
was a long time ago. So he's making his return to the channel. It's going to be fire.
It is.
Thank
I'm
you
so
guys so
excited.
much again. We appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you to everyone who was rocking with us. Thank you to everyone who super chatted. Thank you to
Thank you,
the homie
guys.
Dark Angelic for gifting out some memberships. And
Yes.
thank
Thank
you
you so
to
much.
all of our Patreon members and our squad members and our elite members on YouTube. Thank you all so very much. Shout out to everyone who's been watching on YouTube, but shout out to everyone watching on Twitter.
Let's
You
go.
guys are blowing out this shit. We thank each
you
and
so
every
much.
one of you. Make sure you stop by every once in a while into the YouTube to leave a like. We appreciate that. But guys, we're going to end this show the way we end every single show. Doodle.
Yes.
We're done.
We are.
Until next time.
You're intruding.
You're intruding.